All right. That's us. That is all of the donation totals. I'm gonna go ahead and check that the players are here, just to make sure. Yeah, players are all here. Players, go ahead and turn on your microphones and your cameras. Group 8, the final group. Here we go, everybody, home stretch. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm jazzed. Too much coffee.
I'm so excited my knee won't stop twitching. That might be V as well, though.
Kia ora, Group 8. Thank you for being here for the final stretch of the show. The last 3 hours of level 20, high level end of the multiverse D&D. Let's go. I will be back in 3 hours. It's happening again.
Kenny!
Oh, no.
Or I heard something.
Do you want to just make sure that your door is locked?
No, I'm probably just being silly. It's fine.
Okay. I mean,
it's fine. No, it's fine.
Your partner's in the house, right?
I've got a room full of adventurers. What could possibly go wrong, right?
Sure like,
have you met the adventurers?
Yeah, we don't.
No, but I'm about to.
I will be back in about 2.5 to 3 hours when you guys finish your game to do a final rundown. Good luck, Group 8. I love you guys, and I will see you in a couple of hours.
All right. I'm in a different place now. I like to make a little map so I don't forget where everybody is. Cool. So, welcome. What happened to get you here, and then we'll do your introductions, is that all of you felt, wherever you were in the multiverse, the searing pain in your heads as a god screamed, "Help us! Help us!" And the yous that were there previously in this place no longer exist, and you've taken the place of the other yous that are in a different place, and it's in a library, and you kind of come to this library, like your head's kind of hurt a little bit. You're not anywhere where you're familiar. You're actually surrounded by smoldering and ripped up book dragons. That's weird. And they look like all kind of to pieces, and everything's all split, and this looks like it happened fairly recently, but your head's still ringing with the echo of a god telling you, "Help us." And that's like what you pop into the world with. So let's introduce ourselves and how we're feeling about this and where we came from before we were here. Who wants to go first?
Hello. I am Samsara. I was studying before I was pulled here. I am an Avendrow. I am the wizard of this party, and I hope that I can help.
Nice, welcome. Kia ora.
I am Jorah Mordo. I am the fighter of this group, and before I was here, I was peering into the nether, feeling the waves that had come before, the other me's that had done their duty, and I'm not feeling good about it.
My name is Massacre. I am a half-orc barbarian, as you might imagine, and I'm here to kill things.
I am Danica Steelgrace. I am the cleric of the group. And I, before this, was in my temple, praying to the god of death.
So this voice is quite familiar to you. The voice that screamed out to you.
And I'm Charlie, the really ever so amazing rogue who is just totally just gonna sneak around and stab things with my super amazing rapier. So for sure this is going to be amazing. Out of character, you may recognize me as Coach Dan from Session 3. but I am back to ensue more shenanigans.
Yeah, that was backup. This is the real thing.
Oh, this is go time.
Oh yeah.
Level 20.
So to our fighter, Jorah,
Hello.
there is a slight leftover feeling that you might be quite good at something should you choose to. I did allow our previous fighter to either use or not use the nat 20 that he was given, and he chose to. He goes, I don't need it, and just left it for you. So,
Well, that does vaguely fit in with the whole wallpaper of Jorah. Yes, thank you.
yes. And we already have some donations coming in hot, so let's get them right off the top. Danny has a $20 next attack roll. Keith gets a nat 20. He's really great at rolling nat 1s, apparently. With the tag, hashtag Keith is sexy. So let's make that hashtag trend, Twitch chat. Keith is sexy. Nat 20. I love it. I'm excited for your nat 1s. That'll be fun. And then... Yeah, is that actually a thing?
It is totally a thing. Anytime I DM, I have like probably 3/4 of my dice in dice jail.
Amazing. And Carl with a $50 wish. Huge wish. I wish for foresight to be cast on the rogue.
Ooh!
Yep. You got that? You know what that's all about?
We'll have to look it up, but I will definitely employ that to my advantage.
Excelente. And I use a lot of made-up words. I also use a lot of rule is cool. And I'm not the sort of DM who knows all of the rules. And D, who is currently playing Massacre, knows that very well. I've played with him a few times before. So he will probably help me out with rules because he's great at rules. So appreciate that. I was just waiting because I thought Penny was writing something else before we get into it. But let's roll. So this library is full with all of these books. So some are lying on the ground right now, surrounded in puddles of acidic looking ink, and others are on bookshelves and on tables, like just acting like normal regular books. So it looks like only some of the books became sentient and swarmed into dragons. Other books are still here. You can choose to ask me if any of the knowledge that the previous characters you had carries over, if you want to, or you can go explore yourself. I'll really leave that up to you and your role plays, whether you decide that you might remember something or not. So you're in a library.
How much does Jorah remember, actually? Because he might have some inkling.
Cool. So you have a feeling it was daytime recently. And it was just a dusty, boring old library. You get like this flash of memory of it just being a dusty, boring, old, empty library where nobody was. And then you get this flashback of like where you're standing, surrounded by, these dead book dragons. Yeah, you have a vague memory of like people reading books before to find out information. Something about multiverses being infinite and a lot of possibilities, endless. And how could anybody ever explore or discover or travel within all of the multiverses, because they just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So the possibilities are only as limited as your imagination.
Jorah's gonna pull out his... Oh, sorry.
You go.
Jorah's gonna pull out his rapier and he's gonna poke a pile of books. Careful, everybody. Knowledge is power, and sometimes it bites back. So just watch the books. They only want you to think they're books.
Max, our god has just called for help. I had a thought that since I follow the god of death, perhaps I could ask them some questions, and I will cast Commune.
Okay.
I will just pop.
That sounds like a
I'll pop
fun
that in the chat so
idea.
everyone can see it. It lasts for 1 minute, and I can contact a deity or divine proxy to ask 3 questions that have a yes or no answer.
I don't remember a lot about how I came to be here, but I do remember hearing my god, the Lord Reaper, calling out in pain. And I have a funny sensation that I know all of you and trust you implicitly. But that's all.
Yeah, like
Well,
you guys were all in like a dream I had or something. Like, yeah, you like all seemed like totally familiar, like my besties, but this is weird.
Like, totally.
I'm
For sure.
to ask my 3 questions of my god. I'll
Fire
sit down on the
away.
floor and commune to put some candles out, I guess, and very quickly commune to my god. Correct place.
You cut out in the middle, but I'm going to assume you said, "Are we in the correct place?" Cool. Your god replies, "Yes."
Are you here? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No.
Okay. Anyone have a question they want to ask? Yes or no? Answer.
Where are you isn't a yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Are they having a good day?
Oh, that's a good one.
I feel like the answer to that is no. Because they're asking for our help.
Do they like pumpkin spice by chance?
Hot take, does the god of death like pumpkin spice?
What a silly question. Everyone loves pumpkin
Inquiring
spice.
minds want to know.
Okay.
Yeah. I will ask.
Do the books
With a
have
sigh.
any answers?
Ooh, that's it. I'll ask that one. Do the books have any answers?
And you hear a very, very faint and then suddenly cut off. Yeah.
Well, I guess we should probably look at the books, you guys.
And also, mods are reminding me that Foresight hasn't been looked up yet. So that
It's,
must be for a reason.
The attacker
Foresight hasn't
can't be
been-
surprised. They have.
I have it up. Yeah, I can't
Okay,
be
yeah.
surprised.
Okay.
I have a let's see, for the duration, which is 8 hours, the target cannot be surprised, has advantage on all attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. Additionally, other creatures have disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
Yeah,
You
that's
may have to
something.
remind me of that when I've got a lot of crazy going on.
No. So that is a bit on the OP side for a rogue. So
Oh,
yeah,
hell no. No, it's not.
imagine
It's fine.
Roll 20.
We're roll 20. We're level 20, baby.
nothing's OP now.
Nothing's OP now. Cool. We do have another couple of donations, which I will cover while I'm looking at that chat, and then we'll get started. Man, you guys, like, chat is crazy supportive. I love you all. So Ruben has put a 20 in, a nat 20 for the attack roll for the rogue where sneak attack applies. I just want to see all those dice roll on a crit sneak attack, which is totally valid, Ruben, and I respect you for that. And Natalia, I hope I said that right, Natalia, 20, a nat 20 from Nat to Michael, please. Good luck, everyone, and have a great time.
Hey.
And then, oh god, a more difficult name. Krahi? A net 20 for Samsara for my beloved on an attack roll. Does that make sense?
Now the name. Long A sound.
Krahi. Good it. Kia ora to everybody who donated. I love your work. Yep, aroha nui from me to you. Alright, so let's crack on. I love that you've got a special dice you're putting aside for that. I love that.
Got a little duck in it.
What are you guys doing with this information? We had some information from a god, sort of, briefly. Very stressed sounding god.
Maybe we should have a look at the books, Samsara. Maybe you and I could.
Certainly.
I will give you guidance.
You want us to go ahead and throw our tokens on the map?
Yeah, your tokens should be there.
Are they?
Old tokens.
Oh, tokens. Okay.
Ye oldie.
Old tokens.
Is there any place that you want us specifically to be?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, the main majority of the fight did happen in between these three dragons over here. But up to you, really. You kind of sort of almost like teleported into this random space, so you can choose where you land.
Okay.
And while we're thinking about that, my god, chat, you're just rocking my mind right now. Anonymous donation of $100.
What?
Yep. I'd like to give a nat 20 to Charlie on an attack roll. Go hard.
Oh my god.
That's 3 nat 20s for me and foresight. So there's going to be. I hope we've got some hit points on these big boys because it's going to be a lot of d6s.
If I may, I would like to start. Well, first, having perused through time and studied the effects that are being had across the multiverse, do I remember anything about the previous parties searching through the library?
Cool. So what's your passive investigation, passive perception?
My passive investigation is 21 and perception is 16.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're kind of thinking about what do I remember? And you can roll me a history check while I'm describing this. And you kind of walking around the library, sort of pacing as you do so, and you do sort of as you're kind of looking for where good information. Oh, it's the other side, but it's still a 24, bro.
This is a 24.
Yeah. And as you're kind of like pacing, what I remember, what's in this library that could help me, you sort of trip over a book and then put your hand out on a shelf, and right by your hand you see the label Multiverse Section.
I seem to have found possibly what we're looking for. The multiverse section.
Yeah. So you remember yourself that, again, like that information about the multiverses being endless and impossible to like get a net over and do anything with, you know, like, and potentially even travel through. Yeah, that's kind of what you remember off the top of your head.
Well, this is clearly your department, all of you. We'll go and watch the door.
Which one?
He starts looking for a door.
Do you go right or left?
He goes south.
Yeah, cool. So you do go south. You do see quite clearly sort of a reception desk that you're coming at from the backside. So it's like where the person from reception would be standing. There is a ledger open on the top of the desk. The drawers are slightly open, like somebody recently went rifling through them. And you do see a pair of double doors on the other side of the reception desk.
Just matches up in front of them, plants his glaive, puts 2 hands on top of it, and assumes a sentinel stance.
Nice. What is Jorah doing during this?
I'm so sorry, I'm going to be a huge pain in the ass. And how do I put my token on? That's actually something I think I might have missed in my tutorial.
No, it's fine. Sometimes the tokens have been playing up. Even I haven't been necessarily able to do them.
If you click on the journal tab, that brings up your character sheet.
Yes, indeed.
You should see under player group 8.
Yep.
Fighter.
Yep.
And Jorah. If you click and drag the name, not the token, the name, drag it onto the map. And let go. It should drop you where you.
Oh,
there
look
you go.
at that. Here he is.
Boy.
Righto. Jorah is going to. I'm going to do a cool character thing, and I'm going to summon an echo of myself. And it's going to look like the last boy that was here. So Joel, who is last in this library, is going to stand before us, made out of wisps of smoke and roiling purple lightning inside the smoke. And I'm going to use my Echo Avatar feature, and I'm going to explore with him. I'm going to walk out one of the doors. I'm just going to stand sentry there as Joel.
Okay. You go to walk out the doors.
Yeah, I'll use my token for that, because I don't know how to make a second. And Jorah's just gonna Joelra is gonna stand around out here, just in a smoky form. And
You can drag a second token from if you drag and drop your name. You can drop 2 tokens in.
oh, you're an angel. Yeah, so Smoky Boy's gonna stand over there.
And his
Pretty
name was
sure
what
she's a
again?
halfling.
She's going to stand over there.
Oh, I meant
And-
Charlie.
Oh, pardon.
Okay. So you go to walk out the door, and indeed you can open the door if your doppelganger chooses to do so. But there's nothing out there. And when I say nothing, I mean literally nothing.
Like a black void.
Yeah.
Jorah, who is deaf and blind in this state, turns to the rest of the group, or he remembers them being, goes, "There's nothing outside here. We're trapped."
Oh,
What was
We
that?
have to name a princess or something. May I investigate this shelf of multiverse books? I have a
I will
feeling
give
there might be a
guidance.
way through them.
I will help you with that. And I will
Oh, thank you.
cast guidance so you get a D4.
Excellent.
Charlie's just kind of
Is that a,
haphazardly.
investigation, DM?
Apologies, I'm just clearing up the order.
All good.
Charlie's just kind of haphazardly poking and prodding through the various remnants of the book dragons to see if those books have any particular relevance beyond just multiverse.
Cool. So investigations to look particularly at stuff. So you were investigating the multiverse books, and you were investigating the book dragons books.
Yeah.
Correct, Amundo. I think I got that covered.
Yeah. So I got a dirty 20 with guidance
Nice.
on my investigation.
Cool.
Then my investigation is a nat 20.
Nice. Okay, so let's cover book dragon books briefly first. You do see a couple of interesting looking titles in amongst the ashes and the slashed pages and all of that kind of stuff. You do see the names of things written on the spines with ink sort of pouring out of these books, these acidic inks, so just be careful, you know. You see Fate of Eisen written on one. You see Diceratops written on another. You see The Terrible Adventures of the Janderson Griffiths Parchment Company, all in one breath. You see Casual RP, Dungeons and Dipshits, Waikato Role-Playing Guild, Gisborne Gamers, Game Changers League, Jack Feels Big, and Dice Baby. You don't see, like, normal kind of books that tell you things about the world. You see a lot of crazy adventuring type books that tell you stories about with big imagination and creative endeavors and crazy explorations. You see a lot of that kind of book.
Well, I seem to have found the fiction section.
What? On the floor?
Yeah, it something about like dice baby. This is like totally weird.
Dice are not safe for babies. They would swallow them.
But consider
An important lesson to learn.
Consider teething on a large icosahedron. It would fit quite handily in a baby's mouth without being swallowed. Lovely chew toy.
The dice are only like made out of stone or like bone. Maybe it's not gonna be that bad. Like, come on, guys.
I feel like it is a certain way to the grave. But
And yeah, she's just gonna continue kind of thumbing through, avoiding the acidic ink, hoping it doesn't do anything to her fancy little rapier.
Yeah. You get the feeling that these books were once like alive and being written in the moment, like adventures were still being continued, like the adventure never stopped as long as the people in it kept creating, kept imagining, kept playing. It would never end, only these seem to have died. And the ink pouring out of them is like the death of the adventure that could have been.
So like, can you like, hey, cleric lady, could you like cast like Revivify on one of these books? Maybe bring this thing back to life would be, I don't know, maybe?
While you're
feel
thinking
like
about that,
I could either bring you back to life or the book.
while you're thinking about that, let's go over to the multiverse section. So essentially, what are you looking to find out?
I am looking for two things. One, things that could shatter the universe in the multiverse like this. And the other would be things to reform or reforge the multiverse. So cause and resolution.
So you do find a few theory books. Like people have been thinking about like the theory of how the multiverses are created and how they might be destroyed or that kind of thing. Nobody's really 100% certain, because why would anybody want to do that? Like nobody's going to go investigate exactly, but there is a few theories. And one book stands out to you particularly. It talks about how the multiverse could be just a mix of creativeness, miracle, and just science, and they just explode into being all these different worlds all over the place, and they come into being like that. But maybe it's the imaginative spark that makes it happen. And so if somebody stopped imagining and thought everything was just boring and that everything had been done, potentially the universe would stop, because it would be bored into stopping, and then maybe it would disintegrate because it was considered it had already been. And so if it's already been, how is it still being? And there's like a bit of a tangled paragraph in there about try to unpack that.
I'm getting a headache looking at this, but it seems there may have been a paradox caused, where because some powerful creature was bored and had seen everything, they lost hope. And this caused the universe, the multiverse, to shatter.
Perhaps we should find some creative solutions.
Well put.
Like this person who got bored, I mean, I'm sure we could entertain them. Like, totally put on a show or some shit, like, you know?
Yeah. And as you say that, you see a purple light pulsing from under a door further back in the library, towards where the librarian's desk is.
I was gonna ask back here. Is this a wall with a door, or is this kind of like a banister?
Opening. Yeah, a banister.
Okay, so
But there is a door off to here, and there is a purple light pulsing off over here.
So she steps in, sees the purple light, and is like, guys, this room over here is like shiny and purple. It's totally weird. You guys want to come have a look-see maybe? And she is going to absolutely just kind of drop into stealth mode and slink over to here so that she could peek around into the door.
Nice.
Charlie, please don't touch anything too quickly.
Yes, let Joel do it. And Jorah as Joel is gonna wander over. You see, he can die, but he can't be hurt, so let him take the fall, so to speak. And he's going to open that door.
He's going to try. It seems locked.
It appears to be locked and or barred, but there's some measure.
Well, I could take care of that, guys. Like, I have like this really special key, and she holds up her what's it called? Her all-purpose tool +3.
I will.
Check that it's safe before you
Danica
try
will
anything.
come over and tap Charlie on the shoulder and give them guidance. So they get a D4 to that roll.
Okay. So she's going to come up and repurposing her all-purpose tool into some thieves' tools, which she has expertise in. Yeah, she's going to try to unlock the... Well, first she's going to check to make sure that this thing's not going to explode on her, or that there's not some kind of...
Looking for traps.
Yeah, trap check.
Okay, so as you're doing trap checks, I realize that Charlie is a she, and in my hurry to get over my nervousness about doing this, I forgot to do the one thing that is really important to me and ask for everybody's pronouns. So I apologize for that. That was really uncool of me. Obviously, Charlie is a she. Is Danica a she? Or a they or a...
She, her.
Yep. Samsara.
He, her.
Cool. Mexica
Ian.
and Jorah.
They, them.
And what is Joel?
Joel is he.
Cool. Sorry about that, guys. That's really disrespectful. Awesome. All right. And just while I've interrupted you, we did have a couple more donations roll in, and they're kind of like queuing up, so I need to get them out so that people feel like I've seen them. So Kelly, a $20 nat roll for Dustin Alpha Darling from Callistra. Yep. Joanna has done a $30 donation, nat 20 for the buck, please. And Oscar, $20 donation, paying it forward from one barbarian to the other. Use it well. I recommend on a door into a dimension full of angry books. According to my friend Dead, he's pretty cool. He did my makeup. So there we go. Hope
Thanks, Oscar.
I was just about to say, I've got a special tool that can open doors too.
But did we roll a traps check, and did we roll our side hand get in?
What did you want me to roll for traps check?
Investigation.
Investigation. All right, it's just a straight investigation. That's an 18.
That's a D4.
Cool. Yep,
Plus a
just look
D4.
trapped.
Okay, I'll just do the cursory D4. So it's a dirty 20. And then another... What do you want for thieves' tools?
Sleight of hand or thieves' tools. Proficiency, blah, 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 blah. All that thing.
All right. So let's see if I did this right. This should be expertise.
You nice. Good roll. Door. Pop. You make it look so easy.
Yeah. I think that actually should be a 31 because it's a +3 tool. So yeah, she's a little broken.
Oof.
Yeah, so she just comes up and she just turns it like it's a normal key. Like this
They
is
know me
nothing.
here. I'm on the list.
Guys, I like.
Just as she
Yeah,
does so, Max hits the door with his shoulder, a full-on shoulder barge, and just stumbles into the room.
Deck saving roll. You know what? Maxica, I want a deck save as the door opens as you shoulder barge it.
Like, Maxie baby, why'd you... I opened the door for you. I mean, God.
You don't have advantage on that, do you?
Not unless I use my danger sense.
Danger sense. Do you want to?
I mean, does it apply? I imagine I saw this happen,
You can choose.
in which case it's a 16.
Yeah, so you manage to catch yourself right as you stumble towards this whirling purple light surrounding this book that is open on a podium. No, it's not open, sorry. It's closed on the podium right now. It looks like it's trying to open, but it can't quite open by itself. There's this crazy purple light like whirling all around it, and you stumble towards it. You get both hands on the podium and you're looking this book square in the face, but you manage to not touch it or hit it.
So, like, what is that? That is not like a good book. That looks like, hey, wizard, yeah, could you have a wee squiz at this? Like, this is like totally weird.
Certainly. Let me just get in there and, without touching, first glances.
Yeah, so you can read the cover of the book that's trying desperately to open. It says something about Player's Handbook.
Okay, I'll,
Do you think it looks good, bad, or should we open it? I don't...
Oh, never judge a book by
I-
its cover.
by the looking at it, it's filled with magic.
Do you
think-
feel like a player?
Do you feel like opening it might make you an addict for the rest of your life?
I will reach out with my mage hand and try and open the first page.
Okay. So you reach out and you touch this book and you feel the surge of huge, like, energy rush through you, and the book flies open of its own accord like it's got something to tell you.
Oh god, that's tingly.
Yeah. It feels good. It's
It's
not bad
effervescent.
energy.
Max stabs
like-
at it with his glaive.
Phrasing,
Oh,
guys.
not yet. It seems to be friendly.
It's consentful touching. The book allowed it. So it seems to be speaking of a game called Dungeons and Dragons, and how it's about an exercise in collaborative creation, about building friendships, and about, above all else, having a lively imagination. And you read, your eyes glance over the page and they settle on these words, and it feels like it's burning into your brain as it says, above all else, D&D is yours. The friendship you make around the table will be unique to you. The adventures you embark on, the characters you create, the memories you make, these will be yours. D&D is your personal corner of the universe, a place where you have free reign to do as you wish. Go forth now, read the rules of the game, the story of the worlds, but always remember, you are the one who brings them to life. They are nothing without the spark of life that you give them. And you feel this information surge through you, and the whole of your party feels connected to this information all at the same time. You feel the power of almost a god rush through you as you realize all together you are the one who is in control. This is your world. This is your creation. You could make it anything you want it to be, and you rush through this world. And just as you do this, as you hear this, you hear a scream of frustration, a scream of the big bad, if you've heard it before. And it says, no, you will die. You will die. I will kill you. Why will you not be destroyed? And then you rush through this book as you enter the book itself, and you come out on the other side in a world. It's weird. It's swirling, and it's empty and full. There's nothing and there's everything. It feels powerful and void. Very strange. What's going through your heads?
The god of death that screamed before.
No, it was not the god of death. You do not recognize this voice. The Twitch chat might recognize this voice.
I roll a history check on the voice, or a religion check or something?
Absolutely, you can.
Would Charlie have an instant kind of connection to those acidic dead books from the dragon and the links to those adventures? Because, I mean, as like...
You may feel like in that moment there is like a crazy connection to all of the lives of all of these adventurers, like the ones who have come before you, the ones who are still out there living adventures. There is this rush of information and power.
Like a huge light bulb went off that these books were somehow linked to this?
Possibly. Like, maybe those are worlds in the multiverse. Like, you're touching on all of these different worlds in the multiverse. Who knows what you could pull into being right now?
I rolled a 21 hit.
Okay, so you do not recognize this voice, this being. It's weird. It's strange to you. What creature could be annoyed about you? You know, almost transcending and feeling this wholesome connection to the world. Like, what could be annoyed about that, you know? Shit, what happened? Oh, sorry, I swore on stream. Are
you okay?
I think I'm okay. I don't think I'm okay.
Oh no. What's happening?
This is like weird.
There was a disclaimer in the book. I hope we didn't break one of the things in there.
Should we get her like a frappuccino or something?
I'm sorry, did that book come with rules about how to use it?
Guys, this is not part of the game.
Many rules.
Everyone, this is not part of the game, okay? Something's happened to Julz.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Penny, we could use some assistance here.
Can we cast Revivify on Julz?
Just sit tight, okay? I'm getting help.
This is fine.
It'll be fine.
Get her like a frappuccino or something. That'd make things better. That always makes me feel like so much better.
Yeah, hello, police, please.
Oh no.
I'm not sure the
Is
address.
so confused right now. But you notice that his timbre of voice has dropped into his slave labor origins instead of his pirating days on the open sea. Because he has invoked his spiritual energies and gone into a rage.
Yeah, my friend, I think someone's in their house. Hang on, I'm trying to find out their address.
Dora, can one of your echoes be Julza? And maybe carry us on through this?
You think I wouldn't find you? I found you. You are mine now.
I'm sorry, who are you again?
Me? I am the big bad of the evil multiverse. I will destroy you all. I will send everything at you. You think you can defeat me? You will never defeat me.
Cast Holy Weapon on the Barbarian's weapon.
You are the big bad, but what's your name?
I do not need a name. Who needs names? Names are boring. Names give you independence, individuality. I am the big bad.
One important question, Big Bad, is your pronouns. We don't want to get you incorrectly done while we're working here, do we?
They. I have no individual pronoun.
Ah, yes, I'm familiar.
Does it have a face?
Sort of.
I'll punch it.
I just
face.
Max, the holy weapon. I've cast it on his weapon.
Sure, no, this is a knee-jerk reaction. Just go.
Calling into being in front of the big bad, all of a sudden, for a moment, you see flashing into being disco zombies. What? And they start just like dancing. The music's wrong though. It's like he tried to call them into being. I know I'm both. Okay, just roll with it. Big reveal. He tried to call them into being, but he got pieces of it wrong. And so there's these like disco zombies in front of you, just like trying to dance attack. What do you do?
I will cast. I will use one channel divinity to turn undead. So if they are I pull out my holy symbol and I pray to my god, and I will move within 30 feet. They must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can and can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions for its action. It can only dash action.
Yes.
And they're instantly destroyed if they were under challenge rating 4.
Yes.
4.
So you see these disco zombies trying to like disco away madly, and they're like, trying to stay not alive, stay, and they just sort of all kind of evaporate out of being. And he's like, yeah, well, that was only the a little bit of slot 1. I've got something else. I've got something out. Hang on. Where did I see that? Here, have this. And he just pulls out Cthulhu.
Oh no.
Yeah, Charlie's gonna be like, you know what? That thing is, I totally need to, like, hex you and make you go away. Like, bye! So she's gonna cast Hex on Cthulhu, and she is going to try to stab it in his tentacly face.
Nice.
And that is cool.
You get advantage because Max has already run straight at it.
Well, between foresight and my preloaded nat 20s, I'm gonna go ahead and just unleash hell on this first one. So that is all right. So my nat 20 to hit. I'll just go ahead and roll it anyways. As her action, instead of just pure stabbing, she is going to booming blade stab it.
Ooh.
So with advantage, that's a 28 to hit.
Okay.
I don't know how to like auto crit damage, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll this, or roll the damage twice.
Yeah.
And see if this works. This should work. So that is 1, 2. Subtract 5 from that because that's her modifier.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So yeah, that's how much she just auto stabs Cthulhu with.
Okay. So this all happens. Absolutely. We're going to give you all kind of a turn. I noticed we're not in initiative tracker. That's for reasons just now, but let's keep going. Who's up next?
Jorah is gonna turn to Big Bad. Oh, you like playing with the potential of the multiverse? Me too. Let's have fun, shall we? And the smoke and the area surrounding him are going to coalesce into two shapes. Have a taste of other stranger me's. And he's going to summon Giovanni and Johnny Baloney. And they're both going to take 2 swings at Cthulhu.
Nice.
I should get my character sheet up. Apology. Oh, thank you. Oh god, sorry.
You're all good, buddy.
I have a very small screen, so I can't see if any of those did anything.
They did lots.
Hell yeah, they oh, one of them at least missed.
Well, one of them
Oh, wait, no.
hits.
Hey, one of them hits. You love to see it, folks. Well done, Johnny, you did the thing.
You get a hit on Cthulhu itself, the great old one. You should feel proud about that.
But Jorah's very proud of Johnny. I am rolling damage, I'm so sorry.
While you're doing that, I might actually address some of the donations that are in the channel because that's a good time to do this. So Wallace Hall, $20, natural 20 to Claudia. Have fun with the disco zombies. I'm so sorry, the disco zombie is like exploded already. But
Yeah.
that happens.
Thanks, Phil.
Was as much fun as we get with them.
And then you've got also just following straight on in is Wallace Hall Clan. We're not creative enough to come up with a wish, so just have another natural 20, Claudia. So they did like two natural 20s. I see what you did there. That's clever.
Well, I had a natural 20 and
another natural 20.
Oh.
So you have 2. Yeah,
Okay.
they gave you 2 by donating 2 lots of 20. See, that's clever donations, folks. And we will be getting onto the wishes any second now. So I hope those wishes are loaded, ready, and waiting in the wings because it's happening very shortly. As soon as these players all get a good turn in. So, what had happened?
All right,
What happened?
13 damage. Johnny got 13 damage on Cthulhu.
Nice.
Hooray,
You hit
Johnny.
Cthulhu. All his tentacles and his wings and his big stompy feet. So mad. Who's up next?
If you hadn't noticed, I was rolling damage already because I'm going to use that natural 20 that I was gifted.
Yes.
For my first attack. So that is a total of 63 damage. 15 of which is necrotic.
Excellent.
To add the stuff for the holy weapon?
Yep.
Excellent. Who's up next?
I've got a second attack. Hang on.
Oh. I apologize. Terrible. I do not. I wish you to burn. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
It's 24 hit.
No.
Alright. Bonus action. Polearm Master. Gonna use the butt end of his glaive. How about a 28?
Yes.
Sweet. That is 9 plus. It's another 17 damage. 8 of which is radiant, if that matters.
Yep.
And also, he reduces its speed by 10 feet, and it has disadvantage on all attack rolls until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
Slash a feat.
All right, who's up?
I've been rummaging around in my bag of holding, and I pull out a little bag. Look, it seems like you're having a very rough day to the BBE. You should have a chocolate, and my mage hand will float up a little lovely chocolate ball to the BBA. And you should sit down and maybe we can talk about this. And I will cast Slapping Sting, cantrip. The BBE could please make a Constitution savings throw.
The BBE does not. It's almost like Cthulhu blinks out of existence and appears wherever that was going to happen and kind of takes it for the BBE. And he just sort of and takes the chocolate and eats it.
It's delicious. They're irresistibly smooth.
He enjoys it.
Then would Cthulhu please make a Constitution savings throw?
Cthulhu can. What does Cthulhu have to the saving throws? Nothing. Rude. Okay. Let's...
It's a DC of 22.
That's what Cthulhu does, guys. I just guys, nobody uses guys anymore, Julia. Folks, that is what Cthulhu rolled.
Then could it please take 7 points of necrotic damage and it falls prone?
Cthulhu, the great old one, thumps to the ground.
Take a knee, son.
Amazing. Who's left?
I think that would be me, actually. Danica is going to cast... She has this strange feeling that this is probably not the worst thing they're going to see today. And she should save her spells.
What makes you think that at 10 a.m. when we have until 12?
So she's going to cast Toll the Dead. Oh. Pressed it wrong. Yes. So it needs to roll a spell save against my spell save DC. It needs to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
Or take damage.
So, let's do this, Cthulhu, because you've got some stuff for wisdom.
How wise is the great old one?
Let's see.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it turns out the big bad can't roll. Oh my god, there are more donations sitting in chat, by the way. So roll up your damage and then we'll get to those and then we'll get to the wishes. Everything is chaos. Nice. Is that anything extra because Cthulhu is prone? I don't know. Probably not. Not with Toll of the Dead. What am I talking about? I've been up for 22 hours. Give me a break.
No, it's extra because he's wounded.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, roll d12s. We're fine. Okay. So that's everybody's turns. And... nice. So Cthulhu sort of, again, you see that flicker? Like, it's not really Cthulhu standing in front of you. It's like a weird shadowy echo. It's like the best the big bad can do to bring it into being. It's like close, but no cigar, to use that phrase, you know? And as it gets hit, it flickers in and out, and this final hit does enough to make it sort of not be in being anymore.
Oh, good one, Denica. You got it. Correct stuff.
Yes, very well done,
What's
all.
next?
You all did brilliantly.
Mexico wants to hit something
The
else
worst
very
we're going to
hard.
fight today.
Speaking of good stuff, Kappa, seriously, Kappa, are you donating again? Another 20, nat 20 from Charlie, like all the multiverse rogues and Ingrid.
Yeah! Shout out to Kappa, one of my player friends.
Nice. Bridget, $20. Here you go, Claudia. Have another 20.
Got a lot of 20s, you guys.
Yep, and Emma and Victor, they a nat 20 for Claudia on her next spell.
Thanks, you guys.
Your support crew is crushing the donations right now.
Yeah.
But now it is time. It is time for some wishes to be granted. I'd like to invite somebody special into this chat.
Kevin?
You finally show yourself. I've been watching multiverses this whole time. I have seen what you've been doing, and I have seen what all the adventurers have been doing. I, Dr. Samuel Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, is here to stop you. I bring with me the power of meta magic and the power of donations you so brightly mocked.
These donations mean nothing. I will destroy everything, so donations won't matter. What is Starship when I destroy
All of the
everything?
Kevins.
That's a lot of Kevins.
You think you're the only one that can do this? Watch over realms and pull them in? Donations have said power. They are way more powerful than you will ever be. My power is fading. I've been watching dimensions for way too long. I am about exhausted as I could possibly be. I leave the rest to you. The current party, adventuring, and the power of donations.
Oh, the grim gods grin.
Oh, like, Kevin, is that like you? Oh my god, my besties are here. Oh my god.
So let's just give a massive Group 8 shout out to Ian, who has done this for you. So big
Thank
thanks
you, Ian.
to Ian, who wished for Dr. Sam to summon all the Kevins and for Dr. Samuel Strange to be in that fight. So he popped in, he appeared, he gave you all the Kevins, he gave you everything he had left in his power, and he has disappeared again. But leaving you with
little baby legs.
friends.
The band of Kevins.
Dan,
They're our K-pop
Dan
band.
approves.
Yeah. This isn't going to be impossible for me to manage or anything. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Everything is fine. Fine.
This is fine.
You guys may have to help me out here. But that's cool. Let's go. Because slot 2 is what the DM, the DM. Well, big reveal. The big bad thinks of themselves as a gatekeepery DM. There should be nothing he hasn't seen before, because he has seen everything before. Let's burn it all down, because I'm sick of it and it's boring. You're boring to me. There is no creativity. There is no imagination. Everything must burn. That is your big bad. Make him pay with imagination, with the power of creativity. Bring him down. That's your mission. And your next big bad that he calls into being, he's like, yeah, well, I've got friends too. I wish my handouts were still there, because they're not. But that's okay. I'll just search my handouts. Where did it go when I created it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Can you guys see this? I don't know. Mods, you'll have to sort handouts. But yeah. That is-
Unfortunately cannot see it.
Is it the red? Oh, there it is.
See it in the journal.
Yeah. I hope everybody can see this. Out
so
there in the
beautiful.
chat.
Yes.
So the big bad waves his arms around. He's like, I remember this one. You rescued it, right? One iteration of you rescued this, right? Well, I'm going to send it at you. Go! Mewtwo! And as he casts his hands, somehow calls into being a red and white halved ball, and the ball pops open, and an explosion of light happens as a little pop happens. It's a cute little sound effect. You know the one I'm talking about. And then this creature appears into being psychically. Its eyes are glowing. It's got a long old tail. It looks kind of like a cat, but with weird legs. For those of you who are just listening along and can't, I think you know where I'm going with this. Meet Mewtwo. He's up. And I'm just going to exit out of that. And we're going to bring that into, like, yeah. Cool. Go.
Oh, the ebony blade. Max wishes he had more imagination. Maybe someone could donate some money so that he could have bigger imagination, because he's not very bright.
All right, so turn order is up. You should be able to, actually, if I do this thingy, I did before and I do it again, I do the exclamation CT that thing.
And you select everything? Oh, wow, that is a lot of initiative things.
My God.
Did I get everybody?
You can get rid of the 2 of the Joras because they both act on my turn.
Okay, cool. So let's get rid of those 2.
Only 6. I have advantage and plus like 7.
Cool. And whose names are we missing?
Oh, no, it's plus 3.
Who got the
I
7?
don't see myself in there. I can put myself in, I think.
I have
Is
the
your
7.
token there?
That would be me.
Oh,
yep.
yeah, my token's not there. One moment.
That would be
Paula?
why. Let's get your name in there.
Did I have myself selected? Whoops. I may have just broken it. Let me make sure my token's selected. Yes. And click initiative.
There you are. Not remove all turns, Julia. Oh my goodness. I call myself Julia when I'm telling myself off. You guys, you ever call yourselves a different name when you're telling? Yeah, okay.
All the time.
Yeah. All right. So I'm looking at these stats. These are stats particularly from an amazing free resource that you guys can all look up after this. Go have a look by oh god, I haven't got the link, but I will post it later, or admins can do it. It was in the general chat. It's an amazing free resource to turn your world into a Pokemon D&D world, so have fun with that. But yeah, Jorah, you're up.
All right, cool. So, Joel, it's not Joel, it's old John and Johnny Baloney are going to, it's not doing the thing. All of Jorah and his proxies are going to circle around Mewtwo, and in concert, they're all going to strike out with their weapons together, which... And Jorah himself is going to take 2 swings because level 20 fighter is 4 attacks.
Because there's so many things, do you all just want to pick some Kevins to act on your turns as well? Like maybe pick your favorite Kevin.
Yeah.
Can I have the Kevin with the harmonica? The one with the little harmonica for his little inner mouth?
Yes.
Hey, I was going to call dibs on that one because I was part of the party that created that.
Yeah, no, but you created something so beautiful.
Roll off, roll off, roll off.
We created the Kevin Conga line.
That is true.
The Kavonga line.
You take first pick, my friend. You take first pick.
You can have him. You can have him. I won't be greedy.
Thank you. I'm not sure which one it is, but there's
somebody
so many little
highlights it. If somebody highlights it, if they know which one it is, then you can grab it.
I think. Oh, there we go. That one.
There you go. All right. What
Fantastic.
is everybody else taking?
Max feels like riding the purple worm.
Fair.
All right, I'll be back in like 4 seconds. It'll be a little bit longer than that.
Yep.
I'll grab ski this good. Why isn't my thing doing the thing? Apologies. That's probably why. Nope, it's not. The bottom Jorah, not Jorah, the bottom Kevin. I'll take that guy.
What, the skeleton Kevins?
Yes, please. One of the skeleton
cool.
Kevins.
Yeah. You can have all of the skeleton Kevins unless somebody else has a desire for skeleton Kevins. Nope. Yeah.
All right.
They're all yours.
Cool.
So you have them.
I have an army now. I'm into it.
You have 3 skeletons. Yep.
Cool. So,
that leaves me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take Ultimate Kevin.
I
Feels
guess.
like sad that he's going on a 7, but yeah, I can.
Cool. And what do we got left?
I'll take Worm Kevin.
Did Worm Kevin already get claimed?
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
By Mexico.
Okay.
But there is still some crab Kevins left.
I'll do Crab Kevins because that was in my group.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crabs? You have 5 crabs.
Sweet.
Yep. If you don't know what the stat block is, make it up. Have some fun with it. Yes, and skeletons. Yours is easy.
So much pressure. All right, give me 2 secs to pull up the sheet. 1 moment. Things are getting pretty serious here, actually.
Things are getting serious. How are you doing, Twitch chat?
There you go. That's better.
You okay, Twitch chat? I mean, things are quite intense right now. Julz seems to have turned into a big bed with glowing red eyes. That's cool. There's a lot of things on the sheet. Players are doing a lot of things.
All right, so that is 4 attacks from the J-men on Mewtwo.
Nice. Nice.
How many of those do the thing?
How many of those do the thing, indeed? And she says, trying to bring back up that sheet. 19, so 3 of them. AC 19 to hit Mewtwo.
Okay, brilliant.
If you're just joining the stream, I'm a DM who doesn't believe in hiding that from my players because it's nice when my players can tell me when they've hit.
Okay, so that's a 19 on the first attack.
Yep.
15 on the second. And 17 on the last. And Jorah, because he's hit Mewtwo in this turn, he is actually no. I'm going to use one of my Unleash incarnations for one of my boys, which means Joel is going to take another attack action. The Echo Knight gets a disgustingly large attack pool. Alright, is that a crit?
Oh, yes. It's
Yes,
bright
it
green.
is.
Okay. So Joel does the good. That is a... Oh, and so that's a 15 plus 4, that's 21. And because I've got taken the piercing feat, I'm going to get an extra damage on that. So it's an extra D8.
Amazing.
So that's a total of 28 damage on that. And I'm not done yet. Jorah is going to take use his bonus action to shove Mewtwo with his shield. And I need Mewtwo to make a DC saving throw. Let me double check very quickly. Oh boy, I was prepared, I promise.
It's been great. There is a lot going on right now.
Okay, so can you just make a strength saving throw? And it doesn't actually say how much. So just calculating in my head from what it is. So it's a 8.
I trust you.
Plus your proficiency bonus, which is -1. Plus my proficiency bonus, which makes that a 14, minus my strength, which is a dex 13 strength saving throw.
Okay. Sorry, to those who are watching, I just moved the turn order because it's in the way of the advanced dice roller. And I need it. Wow, yeah. So Mewtwo
Brilliant.
really does awesome there.
He gets shoved 5 feet back, and because he got shoved 5 feet back, old John gets I'm going to use my reaction to give old John another attack. So that's another D8 rapier damage. I have had power fantasies over this exact scenario.
I love it. I love giving you guys opportunities to... Folks! Opportunities to show off your skills.
Okay, so that hits. Come on, thingy. That is a 12 damage. And last but not least, Jorah is going to take an action surge. He's going to slip his sword away. And he's going to do the whole... he's going to put his hand up and go, "Oh, you didn't see this one coming, did you?" And he's going to fire an Eldritch Blast. But because he's level 20, that's 4 Eldritch Blasts.
Amazing. Roll up all of those dice. I want to see him drop.
Okay. Oh god. How do I roll up all at once? Can I just right click?
If you go to the
Alright, I've already started. Sorry.
I was going to say you could go to the advanced dice roller and it would roll all at once.
Would it? I'm sorry.
No,
Did
you're
I roll
right.
all 4? I did. Okay. 2 of those hit.
2 do hit.
Oh, shit. Oops, excuse my language. Okay, I don't think dueling style applies to this, so that's a total of 10 extra damage because of my my thing.
I've got a calculator out now. Things are happening.
Total of 10. Sorry.
Too much damage.
Sorry for this disgustingly large pool of damage.
I apologize for this, but I do have to remind you of a wee small thing that you have forgotten.
What have I done?
Kevin's.
Yes, Kevin's. Okay, so because
I feel like the chat needs to see the Kevin's.
This is true, and because they're wee skelly boys, I'm gonna say they're all carrying really, really fancy but normal rapiers, and
they are.
Which they are. So
yes, and
advanced dice roller. So that's 3 of them. Oop, 3, and that is D8. But they're really. Oh, that's not 3D8. That's damage roll. Sorry, 3D20 for secondly.
Oh, you put the 3 in the box before the D20.
I put the 3 first because I'm a fool.
You got it. You got it.
Oh no, God. Sorry. Thank you guys for your patience.
They're here for it. They love it.
It gives us more time to figure out what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You can learn from my poor mismanagement in one screen.
This is level 20 play, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this is just what it is.
Yeah, it's
Okay. So
basically 4th edition timing rules here.
I'm doing a tally of what your damage is, and I'm going to do that at the end.
And then
so,
3d8s for. I'm checking if they've hit. Sorry again. I'm jumping between panels.
Don't apologize so much, Aroha. You're doing the mahi right now. It's all good.
Okay, none of the Kevins hit. They all fail miserably. I imagine they all try to attack at once, copying Jorah's ability, Jorah, and they just cross streams with their rapiers.
I tried so hard. No. Okay.
Oh, Kevins, you tried so hard.
So
And that's my turn.
grand total for your turn: 94 damage in one turn.
Wow.
Yo, that's tasty.
Yep. Yep. All right. Who's up? I know that. Samsara.
Yes, I'm up next. First of all, as a bonus action, I would like to use, I believe it's Spell Mastery, which allows me to cast Misty Step at will. And I would like to disengage from the big Mewtwo. About
you don't want to
30
try next
feet.
time? Weird.
I do not know.
weird.
I'm going to jump over here somewhere behind the cleric, maybe. And I'm sure I remembered studying about something of this universe, and I reach into my bag of holding, and I pull out a little ball. And I throw it, and emerging from the little ball, I cast Firebolt with the power of Matthew. So it's a critical hit on Firebolt. Whoops, I don't need to roll those.
This is everything.
Yeah, this is why I wanted the bag of holding so much. Let me find out how to get my spell to roll damage. If I go there, that's the wrong spell. Dancing Lights doesn't do damage. Okay. Can I just move Mewtwo out of the way? No, I'll just have to do 8d10 in the D-roller.
Yeah.
Okay, whoops. Did I do... There's 4 of them. Oh, hey, it came through. So that's 26, and because it's crit, if I click that again... Oop, no. Let's just go. And that's another 26.
Wow. Nice.
So 52 points of flame damage.
From Charmander.
From Charmander. And I'd like to look at the BBA and say, there's a spark of inspiration in everyone, and you just sometimes have to choose how you begin.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
What about Harmonica Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, now, Harmonica Kevin has been practicing for the last 8 hours, and I think he must be at least a couple levels in Bard by now, and I'm hoping he might be able to sling an inspiration to Massacre.
So you think about this. You think about how cool that would be for it to happen. And as you realize that godlike power surges through you, and you realize that you can call this into being just by believing it to be so. Because this is the world you're in. The power is in your hands.
And you hear Kevin take up his harmonica. Diddle 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 dun 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 dun. And I'll end my turn.
Ah, good.
Is that a D6, you reckon?
That's the DM's discretion as to what dice you get on inspiration from Kevin.
Kevin's level 20. What inspiration dice does a level 20 bard give?
Probably like a 12. Let me just check that quickly.
I believe it's a D12 off the top of my head.
I should know that. I play a bard, but I'm not level 20.
I swiped the book from the library.
You brought the book with you. I love it.
Oh god, yes. It's the best.
All right. So, huge hits as this happens. And Charlie, you're up.
Charlie is she is very, very excited about being able to just kind of dance around with all of this chaos. And she's like, you know what's really fun? Like when I can like do this, and she hops forward about 10 feet to Mewtwo, and using one of the donation D20s, she's going to drop a crit booming blade with a bonus action hex switch over, and is going to go, see, click. So I'm just going to roll it because I can. So that's I'm just going to click it twice. So does that many plus that many minus 5?
Nice. Yep.
So that is her turn. But because she is a swashbuckler and she is just so cunning on her feet, she just gets to automatically dance away after stabbing.
Nice.
Because swashbuckler is fair and balanced. And then she is going to whistle at the horde of crab Kevins, who I have reflavored as giant crabs. And all 5 of them are going to latch onto Mewtwo and each take a little bit of a pinching poke. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the 5 hits for these guys. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna assume 2 hit.
19 hits. That's it.
Oh, the 17 misses?
Yep.
Okay, so then that is just a lowly D8 for damage.
Hey, every hit counts.
So that's 7 more damage. I'm trying to compete with the fighter to see who can outdamage Mewtwo.
Okay, so do you want to know what that total was then? Have you done the math on it? Because I have.
I have not done the math.
It's 100, buddy.
Oh,
rogues,
You
man.
edged past me.
fair and balanced.
Nice. All right. So as you all are dancing around and doing all of this, the big bad is furious and getting more and more angry. And this voice kind of cuts into his ranting and his raving, and it sounds kind of like Julz would say as she's like, "Hey, Anonymous is giving $50 It's I think it's a wish. It's give the purple worm whatever it would like bad. As the big bad takes her back over and is like, get back in your corner. And she can't talk anymore.
Sorry, Julz, whatever it would like. You cut out on the last word.
Whatever it would like. So, because it's a wish, it doesn't always have to, whatever it would like best. So, whatever it would like. It's a wish. So you can make that and flavor that however you like, because I'm all about yes-anding my players' creations. So, let's have some fun. Cool. Just giving you a moment to think about that, because I thought that might be a one that you need thought about. Danica, it is your turn.
Okay, so I've just had some Roll20 issues really quickly, so you'll just have to let me do the Ultimate Kevin first, because I don't know any of Ultimate Kevin's stats, so I'm just going to make that up. I think that since Ultimate Kevin is a dragon, they probably have a breath weapon of some description, so they are going to use that.
Okay.
I don't know what to roll. Also, I'm having Roll20 issues, so if someone would like to roll what they think a breath weapon would be, they are welcome to do that.
It is usually a dex save against some ungodly amount of dice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But because
like
because we are in the multiverse of creative thinking and awesomeness, Charlie is like, crabs, this dragon has no effect on you.
Yeah. It aims above the crabs.
Please don't burn my crabs.
I'm not trying to. What do people think I should be rolling?
Pulls up Monster Manual, looks at Ancient Dragon.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, actually.
Whoever wants to roll that can roll it, because I'm not able to
grab my book real quick.
Right now.
I have a resource right in front of me. Give me 2 seconds.
26 d6 fire damage for an ancient
Holy
dragon.
My God, look at that.
Or do that.
Is this thing actually Tiamat? I wasn't quite clear what Ultimate Kevin actually is.
I just thought it was a Dracolich.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Come on, buddy. You can do it.
No one is injured yet, yes?
Not yet, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's a fun amount of dice.
Anita is going to cast Toll the Dead again on her turn after the...
Okay.
And after Ultimate Kevin to see if what I'm rolling against, because I don't know if Ultimate Kevin will kill it.
Okay. I've got confirmation that Ultimate Kevin is a purple worm with a dragon breath attack. Right, got it. So there you go. Yeah.
Sorry that I'm having so much trouble with this.
No, don't apologize.
I'm just gonna roll my Toll the Dead. My save is 22 off the top of my head.
Cool. Let's have a look at whether this thing
12s are in person for the minute.
Con save, right?
It is a wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom.
Like
okay.
Before.
Straight up. Nope.
And I roll 4d12 because it's already injured. I rolled 2 7s, so 14. And a 4 and a 1, so 19 points of necrotic damage.
I've been told by the chat and by mods that I got that last bit wrong. So Wormvin, King of Kevins, is a purple worm with a dragon breath attack. Ultimate Kevin is a Dracolich. You had that right. Apologies, chat. Apologies, everybody. Apologies to all the other players in the games. We don't want to mess this up. This is important stuff. This is what you're here for.
Very.
And this is bonkers. But right, so you take down this Mewtwo. You have to. Like, you've done so much damage to it. It's just insane. So this crazy cat-like psychic type creature just sort of crumples and flicks out and like sort of crumples in on itself. And as it do so, those of you who are looking towards the big bad see a bit of a stagger, like a hip back, as it seems to, like, the crumple seems to affect them slightly, and how they're standing and how they're being. Do they seem a little bit smaller? Hard to tell, but that happens. So that goes out. God, I am paying attention to way too much stuff right now. There is another wish cast. It's in the wings. I'm trying to sort it. I promise I will deal with that as soon as we sort how. And the next thing that comes out is your next slot. Oh god, my mouse is doing crazy things now because I have too many screens open. Okay, so we have. Oh, that's right. Cool. Just a casual thing. I'm sure this won't be a worry for anybody at all. This one here appears over here, and it pops onto the page just where Mewtwo was. Just a casual astral dreadnought popping into view. This crazy giant teeth moored full thing with, like, looks kind of like a slug, but not. It's got a little bit more limbs than a slug, but it's huge, and that pops in front of you as well.
This is totally fine.
That's different.
And initiative is still how it is. So, Mexica, you're up next.
Right.
Don't forget you have inspiration.
Likes the look of this thing a lot more. He was feeling a bit sorry for the cat-like thing. So he wants to hit this big-ass slug a lot more. He whistles to Wormvin, King of Kevins, to come closer. So Wormvin moves around to here, and then Wormvin decides that its purpose in life is to swallow things, so it wants to be able to swallow something that is bigger than large, so that it can swallow an astral dreadnought if it succeeds on its attack.
Oh my god!
I mean, I love
Dislocate that lower jaw.
Just its mouth expands as it charges. And it's going to make a bite attack.
This is a purple anaconda. Can I go ahead and push one of my nat 20s onto the purple worm because I want to see this happen?
But I rolled a 31, so I think it does hit.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
All right, so that is.
And just in case people feel like seeing what an astral dreadnought looks like, I have got a handout. So there you go.
closer to that than I want to be.
Do you still want to give it the natural 20, Charlie?
Yes, I will definitely use one of my natural 20s if I can, DM.
Right, then I will roll damage again.
And I want to see this worm swallow the
Oh, that's only an
dreadnought.
additional 10 damage.
Excellent.
Right, so the Astral Dreadnought has to make a dexterity saving throw
I
or
don't
be
think
swallowed.
you're probably going to be terribly good at that, but let's go. Let's see. 21? What's a 21 do?
Oh, that does make it.
Okay.
The DC was 19.
Nice.
Oh, well, in that case, it will whip out its tail. For a 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah.
That's 22 piercing damage.
Uh-huh.
And now you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yep. Okay, straight. Let's go. What's the 17 get me?
It gets you 12d6 poison damage for 52 poison damage.
I mean, seems right.
That is the purple worm's turn. Maxicode is going to skirt around.
I just want to
This
point out,
Astral
usually, because I know Tratch will be screaming at me if they've got stats up for stuff. It's immune to poison. It's immune to This is an echo. It works differently, okay?
Excuse me.
And he's
Julz, I have an ability that allows me to take a point of exhaustion to make a creature either fail by 1 or pass by 1 on any roll.
Uh-huh.
I would like to make the Astral Dreadnought fail by 1 to be swallowed. So after it's been beaten by the tail.
I get that. Yep.
Yeah.
What happens when it faces a legendary resistance where it just goes, nah, bugger off?
That's a DM's call.
Yeah, so it sees that and it goes, nah.
Yep. I'll take my point of exhaustion now, thank you.
Ooh.
in which case, so Max is going to jump on top of, although he's behind it, on top of the purple worm.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to look the big bad directly in its the hole where its face would be, and say, "I bet you've never seen this before, eh?" And using his background as a pirate, he's very good at keeping his balance on the open sea. So from the back of this purple worm, he's going to like surf at it and make his attacks with his holy weapon glaive. Does a 34 hit?
Yes.
Second attack.
When you get to ask that question and you're not the DM, like normally it's the DM asking that question, but it's so good. Delicious.
I'm going to use the inspiration on that one. Roll the wrong dice. My bad. Okay, so 12
Nice.
plus 16 is 28.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that hits. So a D10 plus 9 plus holy weapon of 2d8 plus a d6 plus 10 for Mandy. Oh, that's lame. Okay, so the first hit does 12 plus 11 plus 11 is 44. No, 34, my bad.
Yep.
The second one does... That's better. 28 damage. Plus 8 for rage. And he will use his Dollar Master to do a butt attack with the opposite end of his glaive. 28, I assume that hits as well.
Yes.
So that's another 8. Plus 4. 12 plus 9 is 21 damage.
Cool. Yeah.
Then he says, "Come at me, yo."
Cool. And he will.
I'll certainly bloody hope so.
So what happens? What happens in this moment is this creature pops into being, and it feels like it has been wished into being by somebody outside, somebody who might be watching, somebody who has investment in the multiverses continuing, and I don't know who did it, but apparently it was a wish to bring forth the power of the great Gorbus to assist the party, and apparently this is another Pokemon will pop into being to help you. I don't have a token ready, but you're gonna have to go look at it. It looks like a seahorsey slug with 2 seashells over its chest area. It's pink and purple, and it's beautiful. And again, it's in that same resource, which is actually from Pirate Gonzalez Games. Look, I managed to find the name as well. Look at me doing things off to the side. Thank you for mods for your help with that. So this thing pops into being, and it starts kind of harassing the Astral Dreadnought, harassing it and trying to get like its attention away from all of you, and it's trying really hard to get it to fight it, although it seems very focused on all of you. And as it does so, it focuses changed. It focuses shifted from the party, and it starts looking at all the Kevins. And there's another wish that happens off to the side. Rusty, $50. Thank you so much. I give a wish to Julz, to the big bad, to be used to make things easier. And as this happens, the wishes combine, and what happens is the Gorbus shifts the attention of the Astral Dreadnought away from the party, and the wish that comes through from Rusty all happens at the same time, and the Astral Dreadnought explodes in this puff of massive explosion and takes all of the Kevins with it. All of the Kevins are now gone. They are not there. If you were riding a Kevin, you fall to the floor. You do not have a Kevin anymore. That is what happens. The Astral Dreadnought is also gone. Thank you so much, Rusty. Holy crap. Could you see how much I was struggling? I love you. Yeah.
Kevin.
He is gone, Burgers. Yeah, all of the Kevins are now gone. I will sort all of that. Someone will probably help me with that, I'm sure. But what happens now is the Gorbus is still kind of sitting there waiting to see if it's going to be useful for you in its next turn. But what happens now is oh dear, this isn't good. Something pops into being, and it's got a lot of going on. It seems to be hissing a lot. Oh, this isn't good. Let's show this to the players. Let's show this to everybody. I think some people will recognize this. Here's another handout. What is that? It's popped into being. It's in front of you.
It's Kevin.
But this one isn't Kevin. Oh no, this one doesn't want to help. This one wants to fight, and it pops into being right by Charlie because of a dice roll. There are too many stats. There are too many things. So much going on. Okay, and it's going to attack. And it's going to attack with a double bite. It gets a +10 to hit. Let's go. So
Also disadvantage because I have the power of foresight.
yes. Plus 10 and can I have 2? And then we'll just take the lowest one. Okay, that should work. All right, so 6 plus 10. So 16. Does a 16 hit? Yep. No.
She totally sees this thing coming and like, haha, nice try, little alien thing.
The big bad's like, what? I expected that to be bigger. Why is this so tiny? What is this, a drone? And it's very frustrated. All right, Jorah, you're up.
Brilliant. Jorah is momentarily sad for the Kevins, but rallies because he sees the other Joes around him, and they're all going to go and try to curb stomp this here drone. Same formation. I think that was 4 dice. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. 23, 26, 32, and 18.
Yes.
Oh, do all 4 hit?
15 is the AC. So yeah.
Hooray! Sorry, it's your boy just calculating. Ooh, this mouse hates me. Okie dokie. Okay, total, sorry. That's a... Oh god, this mouse is not happy. That is a 14, 13, and 17 on that. And I'm going to use another one of my Unleash incarnations, and I'm going to make that I'm going to use one of my crits that was given to me at the top of the game to make Johnny Baloney crit that.
Nice. Yep.
Okay, how do I crit that manually?
How do you want to crit that? You think about this and
I meant with the dice and mechanically.
Like roll manual dice if you want. Like roll your clicky clacks in front of you if you want to. I don't really mind. You tell me. I know you're not going to lie to me. You wouldn't lie to me on a live stream, would you? Everybody's watching. All
right, so that's it does hit, but
yes,
it's that boy, and it does that 12 damage. And because crits be that way, I'm gonna add another 2d8. Damage.
You can either double the dice or roll again. Your choice, but you have to declare it.
I've rolled twice.
Yep, there you go.
And that's a total. That's a 6.
6.
So that's 18 on that. Sorry, nice. 20 on that.
Nice.
And cool. That is Jorah's turn.
Awesome. All right, Samsara, you're up. This crazy, massive creature that was in front of you, like, swallowed everything and then just disappeared in a puff, and in its place comes this little tiny thing.
I would like to move just to get it in view, and focusing my energy through the crystal, I start casting a spell, and I yell to it, "Hey, stay frosty," and I shoot chromatic orb with ice damage at second level.
Mm-hmm.
And let me do it. Let's see if I do cast on there. and we want cold damage. And I will use a nat 20 on it as well.
Nice. Yep, nice.
So
Yep.
my other canned one. So that is where is it? Second level. That's not 12. That's a lot of dice. Is that my roll?
Okay.
It should be. Was it 3d8 plus 1, so that should be 4d8s. I don't think that rolled the damage right.
You want to do it off in the roller?
Yeah, I'll just pull that up in the roller. We want, so it's crit, so I'll chuck in 8d8s and roll that. That's 31 cold damage.
Yeah.
And I will carry on moving a bit and then bonus action to Misty Step a little bit further away from wherever the Xenomorph went to.
Fit.
And that shall end my turn.
I just realized I used the wrong token. It's really hard to see through LED lights, guys.
Yeah.
So just, you know,
Props.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that,
love the effects, but make sure your eyes are okay.
Yeah. Cool. Yep, all of that happens. It's still up. And because it has legendary actions, it got annoyed at missing Shelly last time, so it's going to try again. I'm assuming it still has the old disadvantage. Yep. All right, so plus 10. So it's only a 16 again. 6 with a plus 10 is still a 16. Still cannot hit, even though it has legendary actions. So annoying. All right, you're up.
Like, Charlie is not too excited about having this thing like all up in her face. Like, you're like totally harshing my mellow, and I need to like make this thing like go away. So my last d20 is going to be the rapier, a booming rapier right down this thing's throat.
Amazing.
As it goes stab to the face.
Stabby stab in the face.
So I'm just rolling that for ease of damage rolling. And that is that many plus that many. So 44 plus 12 plus 9 plus 35 plus 13 plus 5.
As someone much more famous than me would say, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, she just does this little pirouette jab, and it just happens to like kebab the little tiny mouth that is coming out, and just straight down its gullet with the thundering boom. The head explodes around her rapier, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was amazing!"
And it flickers out of being with that now sort of familiar kind of look of that echoey sort of creature. And again, you see the big bear stagger back, being like, "What? This is unheard of. How are you doing this? This should not be happening. I've seen everything there is to see. How do you keep calling these things into being? What else have I got?" And he casts his mind back to things that he's seen before. And I know I'm using he, and I'm supposed to be using they, and my pronouns are all over the place. I'm a bad DM. Okay. We have another crazy monster coming in. All right. So let's go back to the handouts, because I really love to show you all the things that are happening. This one. Okay. Show to players, edit, and players, save changes, and there you go. That thing. It's called a Tlakrithel, and that's what he says as he calls it into being. And if I'm wrong, correct me, I can't hear you, chat. So he waves his hands around and he calls this, and he's like, that's better, as this crazy big thing comes into being right sort of in the middle of all of you, calling back to Akash's slot 5. It is ready to go, and it is ready to chomp you. A kraken has appeared in your midst.
It has been released.
It has been released.
No, we aren't kraken lacking.
Inspiration for making me laugh. Okay.
The kraken, that one.
Because I'm the DM and this is the Yes and stream. Let's go. So Danica, I believe you are up. Let's go, love.
Yes. I am going to, seeming that I have a bunch of D20s that have been...
Please use them.
I'm going to do inflict wounds at level 2. And it's going to be a 20, so it's going to automatically hit. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, just 29 points doubled. So that's what? 59.
2 less than 60.
58. My math is great, you guys.
Well, I just went. It's close to 30, right? So 2 30s is 60, and then you take the things away because I math weird. But yes, let's go. Amazing.
Amazing.
And
So I only killed one.
is that your turn? Is that the sneak attacks, and is that all the things? No, cleric. Is that all the...
I believe it is. I will try to move away from this because this is kind of a bad spot for me to be in. And I will move. Give me a second. How much movement do I have as a dwarf? Question of the day. I have 25.
Mm-hmm.
To attempt to go here. But that they get a attack of opportunity as I leave.
Okay.
But I'm going to risk it because it's a good bad spot for me to be in for a long time.
So, all right. Okay, they have an attack of opportunity as you leave. So they're going to try and bite you as you run away.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it up. Oh,
yes,
crap. That was no, wait, that was 2. Oh. That was 2 rolls.
I was like, okay.
I forgot to take the 2 dice off. So it's 7 plus 17, which is a 24.
Yes, that hits.
Yeah, so it does. I'm just going to take the average because there's a lot of dice being rolled by you guys, and I'd rather it was rolled by you than me. So it does 23 bite damage, piercing damage, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, cool. That's the thing that happens.
Okay, I'm at 155 now.
I know I've hardly done any damage to you guys.
I think I'm the first one taking damage.
Not quite. I took 1 point of damage from falling 10 feet off the womb.
Stop the presses. There's like the most important wish that just came in. I just need you guys all to know that something really important has just happened. Ian has wished again. And he says, I mean, this is the guy that brought the Kevins into being, so who knows what it could be, right? He says, I wish for everyone to continue having a good time. Wholesome! Wholesome man! He does also say, R.I.P. Kevins. I'm sorry, buddy.
He will never die. He has been immortalized.
I tried. It was just so much. Okay. But thanks, Ian. You rock, and we will continue to have a good time. I know it probably doesn't look like it because I'm like manic, but I'm having the best time. These are amazing. Okay. So, whose turn is up next? Massacre.
Massacre is going to pick himself up.
I have to roll a concentration check, actually. I just realized.
Have I lost my token?
Because I got hit, and I need I need to know if you still have that spell. I have advantage, though. It is Constitution. Ooh, it has to be half, doesn't it? 23. What's half of 23, you guys?
It's like
11.
11.
Oh,
thank you,
keep
smart
the
math
spell.
people.
Yeah. I was like, it's going to take me forever to figure out, so I might as well just something else.
Ignore that roll. That was an accidental press. Also, apologies for cursing.
Hey, if you want to know how you're doing, I can tell you. The chat can tell you. You're doing amazing. Your performance is stellar. You don't need a roll for that. Come on now. Everybody's doing great. Chat should be rolling.
So you still have holy weapon.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, fantastic. Oh, things just got really slow at this end. But Max is going to pick himself up. He's going to march forward next to Jorah.
Hello
Shoulder
there.
to shoulder. And say, right, let's put the crack in this one.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
And he's going to do reckless attack.
It's coming. It's coming. I can see it. Oh, nat 20.
Net 20.
Nice.
It looks even creepier when I go out of focus. Have you guys noticed?
Please stay in focus.
It's like, what happens when I do this?
Oh.
I need a grown up.
Just keep doing this.
That's just regular damage.
This is a recurring stress nightmare.
Is 3 extra because I'm a barbarian.
I'm blue because I'm frustrated. As the big bad. Not with you, D.
No, I know. Oh, no.
To be clear. Yeah. And for the chat too. They don't know me.
That's another 24. And it's the first one of the turns, so I get my Divine Fury from being a zealot.
Yep. Zealot it up.
So that's 15 necrotic. And then I get 2 radiant dice. Doubled. Oh, I didn't double D6. All the D8s, another doubled. Okay, let's do some math. So 24 plus 14 is 38 plus 4 for rage is 42 plus 15 is 57 plus 7 is 64 plus 6 is 70 plus 11 is 81.
One hit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oof. 8.
Those are
And then he's going
rogue
to-
levels.
And then he's going to do it again. Oh, so close. How does the 27 look, Jules?
It's a hit, my friend.
Fantastic. There's 13 slashing damage.
Am I freaking you guys out?
I kind of dig it.
And 6 radiant damage.
Uh-huh.
And rage damage of 4.
Okay.
I haven't been using that in Roll20. So 17 plus 6 is 23 total for that attack. And then he is going to unleash his battle cry to invoke his zealous presence.
I hear it.
Of the bonds of death, we come for you.
Why did I just think-
Vuvuzela's in the background. Whoa.
Danica nods in agreement.
Braveheart for some reason, just then.
So everybody gets
our freedom.
advantage on attack rolls and saving throws till the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Oh my.
Nice. Okay.
There you go, Charlie, my gift to you.
All right. It is this guy's turn. Who's within tentacle reach? Because that's what I want to know.
How far is tentacle range?
Because tentacle reach is 30. So
No.
I think this is going to be. I'm just moving you a little bit just to make sure it is you, Maxica, and Jorah, and Charlie. We're going to have 3 tentacles reaching out towards you all.
Cool.
It is attack rolls of 17, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out that 1 because that's cheating. Maxica, this one's for you, and then Charlie, this one's for you, and then
Advantage, but it misses anyways.
Jorah, this one's for you, and you need to let me know if I'm rolling with disadvantage or anything. I am rolling with disadvantage against Maxica, am I?
It was disadvantage against Charlie, but you rolled a nat 1 anyways.
Cool.
That does hit. I'm going to use my reaction to make one of my echoes teleport in place of the attack and take it for me.
Lovely. I love it.
So I take no damage, and Johnny Baloney, who has an AC of 20, is gone.
Okay.
I'm going to use my reaction as Sentinel to hit it back. Because I hit one of my friends.
No, you.
It's a 32 to hit. So that is 17 damage.
Yes.
Plus the holy weapon. $27 damage.
Okay, so that all happens, but it happens as it wraps its tentacle around you and is trying to grapple you. So you also need to roll me a escape DC of 18 on your turn, because you know you are, and you take 20 damage, bludgeoning, as you are tentacle grabbed.
Halves for raging, or is that already halved?
Half for raging. You do the math for me, please.
10 damage.
Pretty much. What a big deal.
Little flavor. Sorry.
Yeah, go.
Little flavor thing. As Johnny Baloney vanishes, he disappears in a puff of smoke, and the smoke flies towards Jorah, and he inhales it. It's like, "Oh, Johnny, your sacrifice is not in vain." And Jorah glows slightly as he reclaims that potential and gains 2d6 plus 3, which I'm rolling now when I remove the turn order thing out of the way. 2d6 plus 3 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Which is...
Would you like me to roll that saving throw now?
Extra 14 thingy. Yay.
Okay. And because I'm the DM and I say so, and because I missed that the Slycrothol had legendary actions because I only got these yesterday, I'm going to also cast a lightning storm from the Slycrothol because fun. So everybody, I know I like it. I'm just throwing stuff at you now. Everybody roll me a DC 23.
Is it casting it as a spell?
It is magic.
Can I counterspell it?
You can definitely try.
Okay. I'll counterspell at level 4.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
So let me bring that up real quick. So If the creature's casting a spell of level 3 or lower, it does none. If the casting 4 or higher, it needs to make an ability check using... Oh, I make an ability check.
And then I have to beat it?
If it is casting a spell of level 4 or higher, which I think it might be, I don't know.
Probably.
Yep. The DC equals 10 plus the levels, plus the spell level. So I have to make a spell roll against its 10 plus the spell's level.
Cool.
So let me check just a D. Oh, where's my character sheet? I can probably just do.
I think it's just an intelligence check. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a spell attack, or where's a D20? Let's just roll one of them. See what happens. It's not great.
Okay. But
Let's see.
Probably pretty high though, right?
Yeah, it's plus 17.
Cat on the feed. Hope I beat the cat.
What is it? If it has casting spell for 4, I got to make an ability check. And actually, to be honest, I'm at disadvantage on this because it's an ability check. And
exhausted.
I'll roll another one. Yeah, I got that level of exhaustion. I'm not meant to counterspell this.
Nope, apparently you're not.
I don't think it's going to pass. Yeah.
Nope. So roll those DC 23 dexterity saving throws for me to avoid taking 22 lightning damage or half on a success.
Charlie is at advantage because of evasion.
Different cat.
Mm-hmm. I have
What are we
3.
rolling? Sorry, a dex saving throw?
Sorry, I've got really distracted by cats. Tabaxis, take over. It was 23 dex.
Oh, I have a plus 11 and I still failed that.
Were you meant to be rolling at disadvantage? Or advantage or something?
No.
Or is it straight?
No, it's straight for you. Some people have exhaustion.
It's not on saving throws, though.
10.
Oh no!
It's a 20 for me.
No, that's definitely got me.
Yes, but see, I had advantage.
Oh well, I will be using some of my
sense.
healing spells then, I guess.
It's fine. So what? How many? 22 damage?
22. You get smashed by lightning damage.
Oh no! I'm still above 200.
Same.
Right as so it's like it's the last thing it can do. It like expends all of its remaining legendary actions and energy that it wished it could have cast, but we only have another half an hour of stream and I just want to get through everything. So it expends all of that energy and it just casts this massive lightning storm that gets all of you for all of this damage. And then there's something that happens. Cool. And the last donation to switch back into this so that I make sure I get everybody in. RB, $20. The last one from me. This has been amazing. This nat 20 is for Charlie to use or give however you like. Lots of love, leader. That's nice.
All right.
All right, sharing is caring. Okay, so it expends the last of its energy and it disappears in front of you. And again, that big bad kind of takes another hit as its things keep failing and it's striving to keep fighting and it's really like struggling here to keep things up in front of you guys. Folks, why is that so hard to quit? Somebody give me a good way of quitting that. I've been trying the smack on my hand method, not working. Okay. So, show 2 players. Oh, come on, roll 20. You know you want to. Okay. All players, yes. And here we go. Mods, another like handout coming your way as this actual Medusa like figurey thing hits your screen. It's a Hythonia as seen in slot 6 with DM Sean coming on back for another fight, another round. Here we go. Who's up right now? We have Jorah up right now.
Brilliant. So I think on that massive lightning storm, old John would have also got struck. So he's down. When he went down, I would have used my I've got an extra screen open just to keep track of it. Reclaim potential, which just going to do that now while it's fresh in my brain. That's an extra 2d6 plus my con, which is hooray, an extra 7 temp hit points. Do the thing, please. Thank you. All right, cool. Bonus action. I am going to summon 2 more of my echoes. And we're going to attack her. Yeah.
Okay. Before you do that.
Oh, no.
What can you see when you look at this creature?
Oh, God.
Where are you sort of from positioning? Yeah.
So I can't see anything. My map vanished about a half hour ago.
Oh, darling. Oh, honey. Okay. You've been doing really well.
With the mind.
No, you've been doing amazing. Everybody in the chat better give you big shout outs for that. Didn't even say, just rolling with. I love your work. Okay. Currently, we kind of have you sort of in front of, to the side of Medusa. Medusa, Hythonia. And probably about 5, 10, 15, 20 foot away. And that would mean that this Hyphonia is going to force you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Not hard. I believe in you. I believe you can do this.
Righto. Hey, that's a 20. Nice.
Yeah,
Feels
you're fine.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, you feel temporarily like you might have been tried to turn to stone, but then you shake that feeling off and you're fine. And that won't ever be able to affect you again. Weird.
I don't like that. All right, you two, do the thing.
And he has summoned Giovanni and Jose to beat on her, and they're going to take 2 swings. Come on, do the thing, Dice County boy, please. I think I pressed that twice. Oh no, I did. Right, so oh god, didn't even check if that hit. I got a 16 and a dirty 20.
Okay. Yes.
Both hit?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, it's a 17 on that first one, and a 12 on that second. And while she is distracted by my 2 boys, Jorah's going to stretch his neck, and he's going to run at her, jump, and he's going to take a bite at her neck. And that's going to be... That's a 17 to hit. So Jorah latches his fangs into her throat, and he does 6 damage, which, because he's a Dampire, I'm going to be using later to give me a bonus on an ability check.
Okay.
He jumps off, and she's probably screaming, "You bit me!" Like how kids do. And
she is, and in fact, she didn't actually realize she was going to say that until you made it happen, because you're in control of the world.
Huzzah! The thing did the thing, and that is an extra 13 damage overall.
Excellent.
And, actually, I'm going to also do an action surge, and I'm going to hit her with an Eldritch Blast, 4 Eldritch Blasts.
Because... star, my friend.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 19, 17, 10, and 19. I imagine the 10 doesn't do it.
Nope.
Brilliant, that is a total of 22 damage with my Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. Yes. Good.
Right,
What do your
that's
Eldritch
me.
Blasts look like, by the way? Just for flavor. I haven't asked because I'm aware we're short on time, but I love asking what things look like.
So whenever, much like the roiling smoke and lightning that is Jorah's echoes, when Jorah does his Eldritch Blasts, he's slapped his sword away, and he does this vaguely holy thing that with his hand that you see in Catholic imagery, fires 4 beams out of his fingers, which go up, arc, and then come sharply down and blast things from above.
Nice.
I love Dragon Ball Z, guys. I mean, folks. It is a tough one. It's a toughie.
Yeah, totally. Samsara, what you got?
What I got?
You darling wizard. What are we happening?
I'm going to keep my eyes lowered as I strut towards Athonia. And with my head lowered, I want to just raise my voice and say, you don't need to be a monster because he tells you to. Because they tell you to. You're a queen and you're beautiful. And I free you from this.
You gonna roll a persuasion? Is that what you're going for? Yeah.
I'm just hoping I can coalesce some kind of magical love for this lady here. And I'm not persuasive, but I will...
Danica thinks this is such a great idea. She's gonna give Samsara one of the nat 20s.
Nice.
Nice. Then that would be 21.
Okay. No, because self-love is important. It's really important that we recognize that we are flawed and we feel bad about ourselves at times, but we can still love ourselves and still be here and support ourselves. And so your queen, Hyphonia, she turns around and she turns off her magic because she's just an echo of herself. And she looks at you and she says, "You're so right. Like, I could do better. I could be better. I could be anything I want. I could be a queen. I can go out there and find some Twitter followers and, start my own, army of, Yas Queen self-love." You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, Charlie? Yeah, you're on, mate. Yeah. Oh, you're on mute? But I see you agreeing with me.
Oh, totally, lady. I mean, you go do you. Go get your nails done. Go get your nails done. Have some time at the beach. I mean,
pumpkin spice afterwards.
Oh, pumpkin spice. Oh, I love it. Yes.
Yes, go get your hairs did. Snakes did, I believe. Yes, do curl them to have them so luscious and life-like.
They are beautiful.
Teased.
They are beautiful, aren't they? I mean, I have to feed them. I have to feed them mice every now and then to get them the scales looking so luscious, and give them a good shedding every now and then. But they're such good friends and good support, and I really should think about them when I think about myself. So yeah.
Familiar swoops in with the little mouse that he's been hanging on to and drops it off for one of his snakes.
Amazing.
Girlfriend,
the big bad.
Just one last thing, girlfriend. Just remember, live, laugh, love. It's amazing.
Yes. And with that, she sort of evaporates into the air, leaving the big bad just standing there going, "What is happening? You shouldn't be able to even do this. How? What spell is self-love? What the hell is this?" And is frantically looking around to see what is left in their bag of tricks. And we are now
sneaky throw up a mage armor on top of that, just to get a little shimmery mage love going on.
Yep. We are now at slot 7. The DM just before me, Jordan's slot. I know you know what was fought in Jordan's slot. If you were watching, you're expecting something, right? You're expecting the giant, the massive, the epic, and this is what you get.
Yeah.
Snibbly Bobbins, the Christmas goblin.
That looks like a jackalope with a Santa hat.
It's a Christmas goblin,
Not
and do not
Tiamat?
be fooled. I am Snibbly Bobbins, the Christmas goblin, and I am back, and I am not your friend. I like to play pranks. I like to play many pranks. And that's what happens there. Charlie, I believe it is your turn.
You know what like would be the most amazing and most like perfect prank would be, little goblin dude, to go kneecap that one over there. Like, take out the kneecaps, or maybe you're kind of weeb, so maybe like shins. Like, yeah, I mean, you do you. You be a prankster, and yeah, that sounds like fabulous.
And you see Snibbly Goblin start to pull out what looks like a rather long paper scroll to start looking at something on it. And it looks like there might be a list of names or something. And it is still your turn. You are still, obviously, because he doesn't have a turn right now, but that's his immediate reaction to what you're saying. You are still, 20, 15 foot away.
Would I be able to, we haven't seen any attacks go against BBE just yet, right?
Well, the initial one, to remind you, because I will allow you this, because, somebody's got a keen mind, I'm sure, is that is that somebody did cast a spell at the BBEG, and the monster that it called into being just stepped in and took it. Yeah.
Okay. So she is going to then instead Oh,
I'm sorry. Apparently the chat wants jingle bells.
Perfect. I'll allow it.
Did that come across? I have no idea.
No, I didn't hear it. But Jules, I loved that,
Yeah.
and your eyes bobbing at the same time. That made it.
Do you know what we should do? I absolutely know that somewhere in Roll20 music there is Christmas music, because I love
Oh, there has to be.
Okay. You keep going, and I'm gonna search for this. So what are you up to there?
Just no
Charlie's gonna go ahead and totally move over to the big bad lady and ready a
Sorry, that was really
She's
loud.
going to ready a booming blade for when she feels like the spell, like she would have the opportunity to stab BBE.
Okay.
That's her turn. And she will totally like for sure do a huge shout out to Lita and Ingrid and Bathiel and all of her other totally amazing BFFs from our Thursday night game. For sure. That's my turn.
Okay, cool. That's what she does. I'm getting into it. Cool.
A game
Ooh,
master's turned into a groove master.
Yeah, covered in Christmas lights.
Oh my god, that's not OSH compliant.
It's really not OSH compliant. How do you think I did these eyes? Okay, so
The rule of cool.
the rule of cool. Okay, we've turned into Christmas DM. Okay, all right, let's go.
So good, Osh doesn't
Danica.
exist anymore.
Is it my turn now?
I
Charlie?
believe so, my love. Let
Okay.
the clerics shine.
Everyone's kind of doing okay in the scheme of things. So, Danica is going to congregate black magic in between her hands that's smoky and dark. And then she's going to
Oh, she's gonna freeze?
I thought she was pausing for effect for a moment.
Oh, I hope we get her back.
BB, what have you done to the cleric?
I don't know. I did
Release her
something.
from your spell.
This is horrible. Oh no! Should we just quickly move on and then give the turn when she gets back, just so that we don't lose time? Yeah. So Maxica, do you want to start your turn and then we'll go back to Danica when they come in?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mexico is starting to get the idea about this whole situation. He's going to charge in, so he's within range of both the BBE and the goblin thing. But Mexico's not the brightest light bulb in the chandelier, and he's only got a limited amount of imagination. So what he's going to imagine is himself hitting this goblin the hardest he possibly can.
Yeah.
Because he wants to get rid of the big bad, and he's worked out that the only way to do that is to get rid of all the things that keep summoning.
So how do you do this? What does this look like when you imagine yourself hitting as hard as you can? Does it look the same as you've always done, or does it look completely different?
It's almost cartoonish in the way that he raises his glaive out of his head and slams it down, and at the same time jumps in the air, and both his legs do a sort of V shape as he hits the goblin on the head.
Okay. Nice. And it does seem to do more damage. Weird that. You imagine it. No, you're fine, Danica. We're good. We just switched to Mexico while you were out, and we'll come back.
Awesome. Thank you. Don't know what's happened.
The BB is messing with you. That's what's happening. And as you do that, because you imagine yourself, I can't remember what I was saying. You imagine yourself hitting harder, and it does hit harder. It feels different. You create extra power because you have control in this world as players. You also create the narrative and the story and what you do. So you're important, just as important, the most important. And it hits harder. Yay.
That count as a crit?
Sure.
Great.
It feels like the DM wants to reward imagination and creativity.
Okay, so 18 plus 4 for rage damage is 22. Plus...
Also, I know you guys aren't watching it, but apparently the chat is going crazy for Christmas.
Of course it is.
I'm bringing back the Christmas wrap. It's my jam.
That's lame. 14, giving a total of 22, 32, 36 slashing, 18 necrotic, and 14 radiant.
Nice. And after that, is that you?
No, he's got another attack.
Cool. Yeah, that's why I asked. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure you've got like 50 million attacks.
That is a dirty 20. No, he's only got 2. He's not a fighter, he's a barbarian.
Very strong. It's...
That's 21 plus holy weapon. $32. Has he put the goblin out of his misery?
Snivelly Boblin is super powerful.
Okay,
You have
just
no
checking.
idea. He may look like a goblin. He contains a lot.
Well, in that case, he will crack him upside of the jaw with the butt end of his glaive. Another dirty 20. Another 12 plus holy weapon. 12 plus 14 is 26.
Such a jam, eh?
That
It's hard
is-
not to rock out.
That's a good
That is
time.
Mexica's turn.
Okay.
Danica will cast. She'll get all of this dark energy and coalesce it in her between her fingers, and then she will cast Harm.
Ooh.
They must roll a Constitution saving throw. Am I allowed to use one of my nat 20s as a nat 1?
Yeah.
Which means
Yeah.
that they take 14d6 damage. And if they do not succeed, they are reduced. Their hit points are reduced by that much.
Amazing. Because you trading one of your natural 20s for it to have a 1 failure, it definitely happens. It all happens. What is it?
D6
Bring it
in
on
here.
home, people. We're in the home
How does
run.
one do 14d6? Is the question.
Oh, okay. So you go to the little dice roller over on the side,
Yeah.
and you go down to the words advanced dice roller,
Yes.
and then you select, and then you put 14 d6. Go. Roll it. Let's see it, baby. Oh no, please don't let it have frozen again.
That is
Oh, no.
some juicy damage.
It did.
Ooh.
Just didn't do the... Okay, 51 damage. I just didn't hear the dice roll. Nice! Okay. 51 damage to Snibbly Boblin. And the cat chat is crazy in the chat. I'm losing words. It's 24 hours almost. The chat is crazy for cat. Yes, okay. And after that, Snibbly's going to have some legendary actions because Snibbly does. Snibbly pulled out his naughty list and Charlie's name was definitely on it. You take quite a lot of D8 psychic damage. Unless you can get out of the way of this. It is oh no. Apparently you can't.
This constitutes an attack.
Yeah, you damaged him, so yes. Yes, it is, because he's reading a name on a list and
Then I
psychically
will
that hurts
use
you.
my reaction to hit him.
Okay.
I didn't hit the goblin.
Didn't you?
No.
He felt like
I-
he did.
Okay.
You looked at him funny. It's
Okay.
only 41 damage. It's fine.
Yeah,
Only
that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's 19, 20, 33 damage additional.
Okay. All right. And as a reaction to that, what he does is he spits his hot chocolate breath in your face. So you need to roll a DC 21 dexterity saving throw or take a lot of fire damage, as hot chocolate, as we know, can be very hot if you don't cool it down to the right temperature. So 21
That's true.
dex.
That's true. Oh, I'm going to use my, what is it? There's a name for it.
Reaction?
My fanatical focus
Oh, yep.
to reroll.
Yep.
just because I can.
Sure, I haven't missed anything in donation chat as we're nearing the last few minutes. No, I have not. Good.
What was the DC?
Oh, not that. He hits you for 72 fire damage as hot chocolate burns. It burns. It's so hot.
Can
Hell.
I pull the fabrics of fate and make him pass by 1 by taking another point of exhaustion?
Oh, you
no,
can.
Hold on. You did. Oh, you didn't need to do that.
I mean, you can. Or you could save
It's
it.
been 24
actually,
hours. I am exhausted. It feels in
Yeah.
character now.
Yeah, it definitely does feel in character.
Did
Okay.
you not take half damage instead?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
Gotta look
that-
out for the squad.
that all happens as legendary actions, but now his actual actions he can make. So he tries to hit Mexico with his sack. That sounded way worse
Bring
than
it
I thought
on.
it was going to, coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this one.
Yeah. he rolls. He goes. What does he get? Nobody knows. 26. Does a 26 hit you with his sack?
Or just a little bit.
Yeah, so you take 21 bludgeoning damage. Also, you are now in the sack. Consider yourself grappled by sack. There's only so much air in there.
Do I get to
I know, I hear it. But that's what's happening. So he can't move. He's gonna move over here. He's gonna move over to, who's this? Charlie. Yeah, let's do it. And he's gonna give you a Christmas kiss, Charlie. It's just a kiss. What could be concerning about that? But I actually need you to roll me a DC 21 Wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh, wisdom. Here we go.
Wizzy
Don't you assume that
dummy.
means I'll move with him.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you're in a sack.
That is a 21.
Oh, okay. So you feel like, you were nearly psychically damaged by Santa Claus, but instead you just kind of think he's nice.
Thanks for the kiss, baby.
Yeah, you just kind of think he's nice. He's holding a mistletoe. I'm sure that was for you. I'm sure that won't be a damage item. Cool, that is his 2 attacks. I just want to do a quick shout out here for Goblin Workshop, who worked with me together on this homebrew Santa Claus stat block that I am repurposing for Snibbly Bobbins. If you would like a copy of this homebrew stat block, that's Julz from NZ. I own it and I will share it if you follow me on my Instas. Cool. So, whose go is it now? Jorah, can you take this puppy down? We're in the final minutes. Let's do it. Let's go.
I really use my imagination. BB, I see your game.
He's going to lean back and he's going to take the classic Loki pose from the Loki TV show, and he's going to try to summon every variation of Joe that has appeared on the stream thus far. And he's going to pull up Johnny Baloney, Jursla Durheim, old John, Jonah, and Joel. All 7 of them are going to surround, plus Jorah, Prime Joe, is going to surround Snibbly Bobbins. And dear DM, can I make 7 attacks?
Yes, you can. Yes, and
I'm
go.
into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alrighty. 29, 26, 31, 20.
14 hit. Everything else hits.
Everything hit. Everything else besides the 14.
Everything
Brilliant.
else but the... Yep, you go. Take down Snibbly.
That was 3.
Oh,
Sorry.
crikey.
Sorry, the chat box keeps slipping away from me. Oh god, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3.
I did right now.
1, 2, 3,
This is gonna be an obscene amount of damage.
4,
I
6.
sure hope so. 1.
Yeah, that's 6 of them.
That's 6 of them. Brilliant. I have 1 more.
Multiverses aren't just destroying, they're colliding. Everything is
That's-
happening.
16. plus 30. Yeah, I could do this. Actually, no, I'll do one more because I will unleash my final incarnation. And this is all of the other Joes melting into Joe Prime, to Jorah, to do one final mighty swing. And I sure. Oh, that was an Elder. That was an Elder. Yeah, that Elder Blast. Hell yeah. So that'll. Yeah, screw it.
See, snibbly boblins. Oh my goodness! Come on.
Okay, and does this 16, 20, and 22 and 9? The 9 doesn't definitely. But the other 3 I think do.
Yes.
Brilliant. So this final Eldritch Blast looks like a big ass Kamehameha that splits into 4 beams.
Nice.
Oh.
Okay. Has someone been counting damage while I've been organizing my brain? Okay.
17.
I mean, I can go back and count the other ones.
It's okay. I got
13.
You know what? We don't need to.
28.
We don't. It's so much damage.
It's over 9,000.
Someone will be doing the counting for us. I'm sure they'll let us know how much damage it is, but that is enough. Sniffly Goblin disintegrates to the ground, and as it does so, the big bad takes this final hit and reels back, and it's like, no, this isn't supposed to be how it goes. And a book appears, the tome he was holding, right back at the start, right in Penny's game. It appears and it plonks onto the ground. You see, just as it appears, the name of the book is The Dungeon Master's Guide, and A is like, no, wait, no, there's rules! You're not supposed to be able to break the rules! And he, like, gaps it, he's sucked into this Dungeon Master's Guide, and the book snaps shut on him, and as it does so, everybody in the entire game, in the entire stream of every single player that has ever helped us defeat the big bad, every player that wanted to help us defeat the big bad, every person in the Twitch stream chat that propelled us along to meet the big bad is all there in the tavern where you all appear. It's a great big tavern full of cheering and excitement and applause as all of the players meet the other players. Everybody meets each other. Everybody's hugging. It's chaos. And it's great. And that is the end of the episode.
Huzzah!
Really nice finish.
Thank you, Julz.
Thank you, Julz.
One
Ye
more
old
time,
Tron
and
serve
the-
pumpkin spice lattes?
Oh, yes. 100%.
One more time in the chat, let's get a hashtag Buttcast69 for Group 8 and for DM number 8 and the end of the game. Go ahead, one more hashtag Buttcast69. Whoever's saying Carbutt69, that's wrong. That's not that's not the hashtag. So it's 12 o'clock. It's been 24 hours. It's actually 12:05, so we're over 24 hours. I've got a little bit of stuff to say. So what I will do is I will ask the audience and I will ask anyone who's here to give me 15 more minutes just to shout everybody out. Please stay behind because there will be prizes. I have stuff that I'm going to give out, but I'm going to make you guys stay while I thank people first, so you can't just take the prizes and then leave, and then I'm thanking nobody. So we will go ahead and I will give the party an opportunity to jump out of chat. So party members, one at a time, do you guys want to do your plugs? Shout out your websites, shout out your mum, thank your gran, anything that you want people to know for how they can find you on social media, go right ahead. Keith, we already had you, so go ahead, you go first this time.
Just a quick reminder from a throwback to my level 3 slot, I think it was, round 3. Online, I am Dex. I am part of the Dice Goblin DM crew out of Royal Oak. So if you are keen to play real life in Auckland, hit us up. We also host online games. dicegoblin.co.nz. There's a link to Discord. Look me up. I'm Dex. We are running so many games. It is so much fun. They've got a bunch of dice and board games and online stuff. Magic the Gathering, D&D, Cthulhu, all that stuff. So come hit us up. It's a great time, great place. See you guys over. See you there.
Thank you so much, man. Go ahead and log yourself out, but don't stop watching the stream though, because I will be doing a few shout outs. Let's see who's next. Darryn, you want to go next?
Kia tātou, ko di toko ingoa. No o te tahi a hau, ko ke pāneke a hau e noho ana. No reira, no. Tina koutou katoa. Pelin pedi adilthen ilam id helen sui aithel. Mai govanen. Kia ora everyone, I'm D or Darryn. I am the Wizard of Light and Sound for the Diceratops podcast that Julz mentioned earlier. You can find more information about that one at diceratops.nz/wordpress.com. I'm not a huge social media person, but you absolutely want to hit me up. You can find me at Valanon. And I'm also a Questbook DM, a good service of professional storytellers who can run games for you. We're in Wellington and in Auckland. Kia ora tātou.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the show. Who's next? Claudia.
So I'm Claudia Hall. I'm an Auckland-based actress. So if anybody ever wants to needs an actress or anything, let me know. You can find me on Instagram at Claudia_Marie with 2 E's, not an IE. Sorry, bit complicated. But thank you so much for having me on. I had so much fun. And thank you, Julz, for running such an awesome game.
You know, I noticed there was something really good about your roleplay. It was probably that you're a professional actress. Thank you for being part of the game. I really appreciate your time, okay? Just have yourself a great day and a good sleep if you're planning on sleeping after this. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey.
Dustin.
Hey, g'day. I'm Dustin. I run Gisborne Gamers on Facebook, which is self-explanatory for tabletops. Gamers AD and ADHD elsewhere, where I try and manage my hobby poorly. And I would just really like to shout out to Cray and Callista and my lovely partner Maddie, who are my Thursday night players. Thank you for the support and taking care of me for the last 24 hours. And thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you for the wonderful session, Julz. It's been a blast.
Thank you so much, man.
So much. So good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Michael, you're up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Michael Bache. I am an Auckland-based voice actor. You can find me for that on Twitter at MichaelBacheVO, Instagram at MasterBache. Yes, it's a funny name. You can also, if you enjoyed my shenanigans tonight, you can catch me at the Vanegate Chronicles as Adric Fogdar and Peregrine Marmaduke Tolford in Dungeons and Dipshits. Similar names on all our social media. Thank you very much, everybody. Penny, thank you, Julz, for such a fantastic game. And I shall see you all later.
Thank you so much for being here, dude. All right. Julz, you can go ahead and plug yourself, but please don't leave the chat when you're done, because I'm going to get you to stick around and help me with some stuff, okay?
Okay. All right. Well, kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. I know you've been here the whole time, but hello and welcome to you all. I am Julz, commonly found all over the internet under Julz from NZ. And I am part of a few podcasts, Fate of Eisen podcast, where I play Marley Craft, and Diceratops podcast, which has been mentioned already, where I play Mascara Stormfire. And I also work for a awesome DM for hire service called Questbook, where I run online games and in-person games, and I'll come run kids parties for you if that's what you want. I do it all. It's very fun. And I want to do a couple of shout outs and thank yous. Shout out to Polly's Angels, my baby group that allowed me to practice on them so long ago and made me what I am. So thank you for that. The Vanquishers, who are one of my new groups, and I love them dearly. And my poor partner, who has slept on the couch all night to allow me to be in my bedroom in front of all of my computers and things uninterrupted, and he is a star, and he's been bringing me drinks and all sorts of things sort of slightly off camera. What a star. So yeah.
So next, can I please get, if you guys are around, can I please get Jordan, Liz, and George to join us in the video chat as well, please? And while you guys do that, I'm just going to go ahead and do our final donation total. As of the end of the show, 12 p.m. noon on Sunday, the 29th of August, we raised $6,344.02. And that is insane. That is, we got like 125% of what we were going for, and there is no like, we picked a high amount that we were like, ooh, I don't know if we can get that, but that is such a huge effort by everyone who's been in the audience. So I'll go ahead and read the last set of donation messages. I will warn you, there are a few of them. So if you're just joining the chat to hang out, I'll ask you just to be patient, but I do have some stuff that I want to say to you guys when we're done. So
I'm actually crying.
I've been crying a lot for the last couple of hours. So Danny donated $20 and gave Keith a natural 20. Carl donated $50 and wished for Foresight to be cast on the Rogue. Ruben donated $20 for a nat 20 for the Rogue where Sneak Attack applies. Natalia, also Ruben said, I just want to see all those dice rolls on a crit Sneak Attack. I hope you got your money's worth. Natalia donated $20 and got a nat 20 from Nat to Michael. Good luck, everyone. Have a great time. Krahe donated one nat 20 for Samsara, my beloved, on an attack roll. Anonymous donated $100 and they gave a natural 20 to Charlie, who was the rogue. Go hard. Callie donated $20 for Dustin from Kalistra. I'm really sorry if I'm saying people's names wrong. I don't like getting people's names wrong when I can avoid it. Johanna donated $30, natural 20 for the Bache. Oscar donated $20. He was part of the show earlier, paying it forward from one barbarian to another. Use it well. I recommend on a door into a dimension full of angry books, according to my friend Dead. He's pretty cool. He did my makeup. Anna donated $20 and said, "Go Wizard, go." Wallace Hall donated 3 sets of $20 and gave all of them to Claudia. 20, and then 10. Kappa donated $20 for a nat 20 for Charlie. Bridget donated $20 with a nat 20 for Claudia. Emma and Victor donated $20 with a nat 20 for Claudia. Tony, who I believe might be part of mine and Jordan and Liz's regular D&D game, donated $100 and said, "Such an awesome event. Well done, everyone." And it's Tony's birthday today. Like, happy birthday, Tony.
Happy birthday, Tony.
Payton donated $10
Tony.
and said, Mod Haunted Sandwich here. Had a great time. Love you guys. Gonna post some fan art on Insta. By the way, I noticed that George isn't here yet. If he's being shy, can someone please encourage him to come and join the chat? If he's unable to be here, that's fine. You just send me a message, tag me on Discord, and I'll have a look at that. But I really do hope that he decides to join us. Anonymous donated $50. Give the purple worm whatever it would like best. What did we do with that?
To be honest, I think we wrote it and it tried to swallow the Astral Dreadnought, and there was a whole lot that happened in that segment.
Okay, someone
So
has
much
messaged
happening.
me that they think that George has just passed out, so I will still shout him out when he's not around, because we still are recording this, and he can find out what nice things I had to say about him later. Season, which I assume is Season Quest, donated $100. We wish to bring forth the power of the great Gorbeist to attack the party. So that was the Pokemon that killed the Astral Dreadnought. I'm almost there. By the way, that was 169. Nice. Gaming for Charity donated $137 and said, "Wow, amazing team. Thank you for all your support. I had a great time watching you all throughout last night. Have a good rest and thanks again. Lots of love." Rusty gave the wish to Julz that killed all of the Kevins. So
Oh my God.
Rusty might be public enemy number 1, but I love you because you made the game a lot easier for the DM to get through, because I could physically see your headache forming with all those tokens in the game. By the way,
Rusty
the
MVP.
Gaming for Charity donation I just talked about, that was the one that got us over 6,000, so that was pretty awesome. Petra donated $50 and said, was sent here by Dice Goblins, great work team. Abby donated $20 and said, last one from me, this has been amazing. This nat 20 is for Charlie to use or give, however, lots of love, our leader. Ian donated and said, I wish for everyone to continue having a good time, rip Kevin's, that was $50. I donated $50 because what kind of person would I be if I asked all of you guys to donate and I didn't donate myself, so I donated $50. Peyton donated $24 for 24 hours and said 24 hours, we did it. Love from me, Mod Sandwich. And that gives us our grand total of $6,344.02 and a grand total of 176 donations. So that's pretty effing cool. I'm sure someone will work out the average amount, like take that amount and then divide it by 176. Let me know what you come up with. All right. There's still a bit to get through, so I'm going to try and push this as fast as I can, while also getting the message across. We made this game, we made this party, and everyone that's in the chat right now had some say in this and had some contribution. I don't want anyone thinking that it was just me. We made this party as basic as possible because we wanted to show that it's people's spirit that makes D&D characters amazing. Look how many of the same race class simple party that we had, and they were all so extremely very different. And look at all of you. Look at you all. You did amazing. You all had spotlight. And that's difficult to do when we've got so many people in such a long game. Everyone got a moment, and I'm just so happy to see that. Jordan, Liz, Julz, if you guys want to say anything, now's the time. Feel free to do as many shout-outs as you want.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so proud of everybody. We had 40 players, we had 8 DMs, we had backup players, we had backup DMs. I want to shout out specifically everybody who agreed to be a backup player and a backup DM. You might have just been in the background, or you might have come on in as a pitch hitter. And either way, I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you so much for giving your time and your hours to support this cause and to sit in the background and just make sure that everything went smoothly. I really appreciate it. You guys rock hardcore.
I'm just going to interrupt. The mods have gone ahead and calculated that it was an average of $36.05 per donation, and on average we got $264.33 per hour. So that's
wow.
Good. Thank you, Elson and Invisible Moose, for working out those averages for us. Jordan, Julz, do either of you guys want to do any shout outs?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Julz. Look, thank you to everyone, first of all. Cast, crew, audience, every DM, every player, every person that logged in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, people that were with us for the whole 24 hours. Absolute madness. A lot of you that stayed up for 24 hours. Props to you. Big shout out to Penny. We've had lots of people in the chat telling her how amazing she's doing. Lots of people in the Discord telling her how amazing she's doing. But up until now, I don't believe anyone has actually shouted her out in chat. She's been doing it and is going to be doing it for a lot of the rest of you. And this is all her brainchild. Lots of other people have been involved, but none of it would have happened without her. So Penny, really well done. You should be incredibly proud of yourself.
Incredibly proud and extremely tired, actually. Both of those things.
You can be two things at once.
I've had noticed that George is unfortunately just like unable to function, and he has been going hard for like a month straight on this. So George, have a great nap, bud. I will talk to you later. I'll give you a call. That is totally fine. Julz, do you have anyone else that you want to shout out while you're here?
We love you, George.
Again, back to you, Penny. Thanks for doing the Bache on this. Like, you got us over the line. Every single comment from you, being like, "No, Julz, you're gonna be fine." Even the ones during my set, where you literally just said, "Julz, breathe. You're fine." I was like, "Yeah, that's right," because that's who you are. You're this positive, motivating, supportive force for good. And I am so glad that everybody in this chat and everybody during the stream has got to see that. So just love to you.
I'm definitely gonna cry shortly, I think. moving on to the players, DMs, backups, and mods. There are more than 50 of you, and if the Twitch chat wants to hear it, I will be happy to read and shout out every single one of your names. But like, an idea is easy to come up with, but it takes something really special to get people to volunteer their time. It takes something really, really special to get people to volunteer their time at 3 a.m. And I just want to say, this was an idea, but everyone who put their hand up, like people who are complete strangers to me, put their hand up and said, hey, I'd love to be involved in your event. And I went, hey, how would you feel about playing at 1 a.m.? And they went, that sounds great. Like, this event would not have happened if people weren't flexible. If, like, the thing is that I was like, hey, have a PDF, it's 6 pages, read this, fill out this questionnaire, here's another PDF, it's 14 pages, read that, and do everything in it right. And everyone did. And like, I honestly cannot thank you all enough for actually following through with all the stuff. Like, especially everyone, but the backups in particular, like the backup DMs had adventures planned that they didn't get to play. Like, backup players were going to be provided with backup, like with sheets, and they could just jump in and goof around. And that was still amazing that they just jumped in on standby a lot of the time for up to 6 hours, just watching the stream, being ready to go. The backups have been like really made this whole thing work. And the backup DMs who created adventures and submitted them and then didn't get to play, I am so sorry that you didn't get to play, and it's amazing that you put that much effort in just to make sure that this thing had some extra legs to stand on. I really appreciate it.
And coming from me on that too, thank you very much, because you also engaged with me, knowing that you may not even, your monster might not even appear in the last session, but you still were there, and I read all of your adventures, and I want to play in every single one of them. I wish I had time. They all sounded amazing.
We're almost done. I just want to give a special shout out to Liv, who's currently asleep after their second mod slot, who would be right here in the chat with us if they were awake. They did all the art for this. They have put up with me working on this, sitting in my chair when we're trying to do stuff like every night for the last 2 months while we've been working on it. And like every time I've been like, that orc doesn't look robotic enough, they've been like right on that and working with me with everything that I asked for, and I do not deserve as good of a partner as Liv is. And yeah, just anyone wants art, anyone wants to get their character from this drawn, hit up Liv Artisan Design, because they like money, and also they're really good at art. I'm sorry, I'm super tired.
They're really good at art. Also, Liv has a Patreon.
Yeah.
It is super affordable. You get personalized art every single month. I'm a Patreon. I don't regret it for a moment. There's heaps of different tiers that you can choose from, and you just get to see what you would look like as a cowboy, or as a character from the Flintstones, or as maybe your favorite snack every month, and it's amazing.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
I know that
Don't forget that they also do maps, like battle maps.
Yes,
They're actually working on some battle maps for me for a PDF I will be publishing soon.
And
So
they've done comics for me. Like I've had like a 8-chapter comic written over the course of 8 months while I $50 a week I get a new page sorted. There's one, Jordan, I'm doing you this favor. Jordan sent me a quote to read out that he said, can you please do me a favor and shout yourself out? So this is me shouting myself out for the work that I've done. And the quote that he sent me is by the legendary Mr. Snoop Dogg. I want to thank myself for believing in me. I want to thank myself for doing all this hard work. So there you go, Jordan. I put a lot into this, and I'm really glad to see that it paid off. Guys, we are almost done. The prizes are coming right up. I'm like intentionally not checking the view count in case it's like plummeting down, but we're almost done. Audience, everyone who's currently in the chat, anyone who's been in the chat, we've been hovering around 69 people for pretty much 24 hours. We've been up to over 100 at the start, and I don't think we ever really dropped underneath like 50 people at a time, which is really impressive for this kind of thing. So shout out to the audience, because we could have done everything. We could have done everything that we did, but if you guys didn't turn up and watch the show and donate and get involved and be in the chat, this thing wouldn't have happened. Like, we would be sitting here being like, well, we made $25, and That would have been it. And so, audience, everyone who's been in the chat this entire 24 hours, I have noticed that there's been people in here almost the entire time because I've been here the entire time. I think some people took like 20-minute naps or something and carried on all the way through. I cannot thank you enough for being here for this event. You guys are amazing. All right. Audience prize draw. We have, unfortunately because of lockdown, I don't have it with me, but we have a board game called, and it's from Seriously Board, which is an online board game store called Seriously Board. We have a copy of the North Sea Epilogues, which is a role-playing game. This is like the worst possible way to show you the prize, but it's a copy of a board game that we have to give away and a $20 voucher. So the next time you go there, whatever game you want to buy is $20 cheaper. Can I have a volunteer, someone here, to roll me a 1D177? So you can go into Google and roll 1D177, and we're gonna call.
I got it.
Yep.
There we go.
What'd you get?
It's a 129 according to Roll20.
I hope it's not anonymous. Here we go. 129 is Mark. Mark, who won the Mark Hellfire debate. So Mark, if you are still here, or if anyone here has a contact for Mark, please tell him that he won the audience prize, which is a board game. Yeah, he'll be passed out from being president. I get it. That he won the role-playing board game and the voucher. If he can contact me, basically just through any means that he has, or any means that anyone can get him, I will arrange to get that sent out in the post for him as soon as we're allowed to go back outside and put things in the mail. Next up is... I'm really glad that Mark won, because I think he did like probably about 17 separate donations in that super fun banter contest.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I do love that they use charity donations as a way of arguing. That's a wholesome way of arguing.
I mean, that was it, right? They got me to trash talk them, which is exactly what I wanted to do. All right, the next thing is the MVP prize draws. So I have 4 sets of dice that I'm going to give away to people who worked on the show. These are MVPs, and these are meant to be people who went the extra mile for the show. They are not my favorite. They are not the person that I think is the funniest or the person that I love the most. They are the person who, in my opinion, went the extra mile the most. So, for the player, I have a set of blue and purple shiny dice here. I am going to award these to Jasha Drake. Who played...
Congratulations, Jasha!
Well done, man. Well deserved.
Yeah, well deserved.
He played the fighter in Group 6. And I just want to say, like, he was the one who brought in our very, very highest donation, which was from Philly, and it was a $350 donation. And that came in specifically for Jasha. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. I really need to not do that. So I have a set of dice here for you. Contact me when you're ready, Jasha. If you're here, or if you are else. Oh no, I can see him in chat. You really did go the extra mile for the show. You were so cool to be in the show. Everyone who played with you said you were the man. I saw you out there sharing the show. I saw you, like, you know, posting about it on your social medias. I absolutely saw the extra mile that you went for just to be a player, and I just want you to know that I appreciate it. Everyone who did that, I appreciate that too. But unfortunately, I don't have a set of dice for about 70 people. Just
maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year. DMs. So I'm gonna name an MVP DM, and I'm sure you guys already know who I'm gonna say.
I know who I voted for. I know who I voted for.
So
come on.
The MVP DM, who is going to be receiving these like sparkly glitter dice.
Whoa, beautiful.
They see through and they have glitter inside them. That's going to go to Matt Carroll. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone who's putting Kermit in the chat.
The only choice.
Yeah. Matt, you did, like, not only was your game amazing, but you brought in so much extra money with the accents that you did. You really, really rammed, like, everyone who played in both, like, everyone in both groups who played with you had so much fun. If anyone here is close friends with Matt, get them to text me when they're awake, and I will arrange for these cool sparkly glitter dice to be sent out to them.
They're another QuizBook DM.
Are they live? Sorry, what were you guys saying?
No, they're another Questbook DM, so I can probably
awesome.
get it to them.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they'll give me a. I'm sure that they'll give me a message. People are probably tagging them right now.
Yeah, probably.
In donation requests. Mark is a friend of Melia. Oh, yeah. No, I did know that one. I gotta not look at Discord while I'm doing this. Next up, mod team. I have some very small, very adorable glow-in-the-dark dice. They are very, very tiny and they're very, very glow-in-the-dark. So for the mods team, the person who, in my opinion, went the extra mile, and don't get me wrong, every single mod pitched in for this in a way that I honestly didn't even realize how hard it was going to be until they got there. The person who, in my opinion, went the extra mile for this is Amy Ward. And for those of you who don't know, Amy has been in the Twitch chat for 24 hours straight, building hype, like pitching the show, getting donations, messaging me about anything that needed to be done. Like, she only had a section of being a mod to do, and she has been doing mod duties for 24 hours straight. And I didn't ask for that, I didn't expect that, but goddamn if I'm not impressed by it. I had to be here the entire time, and I still slept for 40 minutes, and I think that Amy didn't. So, Amy, I have a set of very, very small, cute, glow-in-the-dark dice for you. After this is all done, I'm going to sleep for about 12 hours. But after that's done, give me a message and I'll start arranging a way to get you those dice, okay? Again, thank you so much, because the amount of extra donations that you brought in with your work... What are you pointing at?
It looks like Kermie's coming to say hello.
Oh, dope!
Hooray!
Hey, dude.
There he is.
Hey, did you happen to hear the announcement, or did people tell you to come online?
I think I caught it. I didn't actually quite catch the announcement, but I still had Twitch open from when I went to bed. I've just got up, and I saw people talking about it in the chat, and I'm like, I have a suspicion.
Yeah, so we're doing MVP prize draws for people who were involved in the show. You were unanimously selected as the MVP DM because of the accents, because of the extra money that you brought in, and because of the extra effort. So I have these really cool glitter dice to send you. So when we're allowed to send stuff in the post, I will get that out to you. Hopefully they'll be special. Hopefully every time you hold them, you'll do a Kermit voice when you roll them. Thank you so much for being here. 100% MVP DM. I loved every DM's adventure, but I gotta say, you really turned up. You really brought in the funk.
Thank you.
Do you want to give us one Kermit Kermit quote on your way
You
out?
knew this was coming.
It's not easy being green.
Yeah.
Matt, thank you so much for being a part of the show. I love your work.
See you later.
And that brings me to the last set of dice. The metal, bronze, these are quite heavy. I think, in my opinion, these are the fanciest. They're like bronze, shiny metal dice. And these dice are reserved for, in my opinion, the best MVP George. So, like, out of all the Georges, the MVP of all the Georges, and of course they have to go to George Clooney, because like that guy, no.
He can sell a coffee.
They are going to go to George Quigley. I've said it before, I will say it again. I'm pretty sure at this point that dude has done more work on this show than I have, running the Roll20, donating so much of his own money for the show. Like, everything that went wrong in Roll20 over the last 24 hours, George was up and active and fixing it within a minute. Like, anything that you saw that was a Roll20, like, computer error or something, people couldn't get something to work, that was one dude who was jumping in and making everything work. And for George and for Malika, who I also had a friendship with when she was with us, I just thank you so much, dude. It's honestly super cool to know that there's people out there who are willing to pitch in as much as you will, as much as I feel like I will. And yeah, these dice I know are not thanks enough, but hopefully when you roll them, it will remind you of all the fun that we had and all the money that we raised for charity.
If I can just shout out George to the chat for a second to give you guys an idea of the kind of work that he put in. We organized some Roll20 tutorials for people, and originally I think we ended up with 2 or 3 time slots everyone was going to attend and go through. And I think in the end we went to double digits because people couldn't make it for one reason or another. People had other commitments come up, and every single time without fail, George would jump in, run people through their own personal tutorial, set up new time slots. It was never too much effort. It was never a no. Just absolutely above and beyond.
Absolute champion.
Also,
Incredible.
George.
I think I messaged him at like 2 a.m. in the morning being like, George, I can't figure out something on Roll20. And he actually responded. And I was like, do you ever sleep?
Yeah, for this he didn't. He is collapsed right now. I think he literally does not have the energy to come and be in the chat with us. But so yeah, MVP, best George Quigley.
Yes,
by
George.
far, easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
So
And
just-
thanks to Game Kings for donating those dice to us.
Yeah, and I just got a message from I just got a message from Poppy, who works for Game Kings, that Game Kings is going to help with the shipping as well. So these dice that I have here with me, Game Kings is going to send them out to people when I get their addresses. So that's pretty neat.
That is so neat.
So that's about it. I just want to repeat that the final donation total was $6,344.02. And for context, the entire amount, including us, that's been raised by Gaming for Charity is $10,409. So
Hey, was
about
that
60%
counting?
of the money that's been raised entirely by Gaming for Charity was through this one stream, which is pretty cool. Shout out to everybody else who's run a stream through Gaming for Charity, because I know it's tough, and not everybody has 50 people and then all their circles to come in and join and give money to. 6-3. Oh no, somebody donated again after the show's been done. Sorry, I've just got an updated total. It's now $6,384.02. Someone donated again. Hang on, I'm gonna read out the person.
It's anonymous.
There's two anonymouses who donated $10, and Claudia, who was in Group 8, also donated $20 as well. So thank you very much, but you're not going to get a roll 20 at this natural 20 at this point. It's simply too late. Maybe we'll do this again next year. It was a big success. I know that people on the mods team and in the organizational team are kind of keen to make this like a regular thing. What I will say is, if you were a backup player this year, you will get a priority spot on the main cast next year, and that's a promise. And if you want to be part of it next year, come back, help us build up hype. I also just want to say, if you are playing D&D online or in the Waikato, and I just want to say I'd love to play with you and not organize any part of it. Just come and play and organize none of it. I'd love to do that. Everybody, especially everyone who contributed to the show, thank you so much for being here and just staying through this part, which there's no game, there's no fun, it's just me talking. I honestly love you guys so much. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna go pass out now.
Love you, Penny. Mwah.
Great job, everyone.
Inohara,
Goodbye, everyone.
everybody.
We have
Kakitano.
stopped streaming.